Welcome to Open Minds, Open Mic, the place to be on a Friday night. We have a special delight for you, everyone. No feature tonight, strictly open mic, round robin. We all showed up with love and a beautiful intention in our heart, or you're angry and having a bad day. We don't really mind. We just want to hear from you. So, welcome to the show, guys. Um, yeah, like I said, I was inspired on my drive into town today, just looking at autumn and all the beautiful golds and yellows and orange, one of my favorite colors. So, this poem is just called Orange. I'm amazed by the shapes the color orange arranges in my brain. It's safe to say it displays warmth and zest, like a sunbeam on a quest, some dreams that never left, swarmed by autumn leaves, formed by foreign beliefs. This hue will do, it renews chill vibes in my mind as I chew through citrus fruit plucked from the skies. In autumn's embrace, it paints the trees, the leaves dancing, traced by an orange breeze. It seems to ignite the sky with fire, a burning desire. Mystic and twisted tendrils fill my vision. It sticks to my simplistic linguistic precision. Orange, you challenge my rhyme scheme. Time seems to slow while embraced in your glow. I taste sweetness in my eyes every time you shine. When faced with the decision, you'll always be mine. Thanks, I've been Thomas Open Minds. All right. So,
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yeah, Thomas.
thank God.
Setting the mood for the season.
Yeah, man. So yeah, coming up first tonight, we have the lovely Karen Nylander Magoo.
Thank you. I love orange. I love orange and red and yellow and purple, and I love all that. And those are all kind of fall colors too. Beautiful poem. Thank you. I've got, is it okay? I do a bunch of little bitty poems. Okay.
You
I'm
can do
starting
whatever you
because
want.
this, because okay. I'm starting because this is kind of a, I have, my heart goes out to Artsock. I Nagorno-Karabakh to some people. And so anyway, I wrote this kind of shortish. Occupation genocide. Colonialism gone amok. Occupation to exterminate a people, Israel and now Azerbaijan, aided by their Western allies to wipe out Palestine, to wipe out Artsakh through humiliation, through murder, through annexation of historic borders. Ethiopia will soon wipe out Tigray, wipe out the Oromo. One wonders who is next and who cares. Okay. And this one is called Who Owns the Hills? They're all kind of a little bit about ownership, but they're short. Astounding. Trees precariously hedged on city hills, occupied only by buildings, with the occasional green tree seeming not to belong, yet reminding us that she and her family once owned the hills. And this is Hurried Clouds. Clouds seem to rush by in a blue sky, not pausing for a second. Forms changed as they race by, scattering would-be forms too quickly to plot their story until they seem to blot out the very sky they once adorned, and all turns white, with merely pinpricks of blue reminding us of sky. The sun blushed. The sun blushed as it tried to hide longer on the horizon, yet its rosy cheeks betrayed it as clouds took on its blush, resting gold and red above the cradle of the sky, and the sun's fingers pulled her up into the dawn. And last is a shiver. A shiver, a tremolo, vibrations of life, vibrations of stars. Fish must shiver as they flirt with rocks. Eroticism of the stream, dreaming of clouds, shivering in the sky, as wind wraps them in their own rain, itself pouring in sheets, racing down windows, vibrating over specks in a hula of rain. Eroticism of a window pane, breath itself and flights of birds, words like kites, flying in vibrating leaps deep into the sky, weeping into our hearts, like Cupid's darts, eroticism of all that might otherwise be simply forgotten. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Karen. Always such a treat to hear your poems.
Yeah,
Everybody,
Karen, those were great.
unmute yourself and give it
Yeah.
up.
Woo! Go ahead and give applause to Karen.
Yes.
Love you all. You're so encouraging and so wonderful. What a community. Thank you.
We love you as well. All right, so coming up next, we have the sweet Nona Lee. And I actually heard, Nona, like you were mentioned in that other poem that, it's Italian for like grandma. And then one of my favorite rappers I was listening to today, he said something like Nona would roll over on her grave, or Nona, however he says it. But I was like, I was like, I don't know. I don't even know why I brought it up. It was just a little shout out to you in my head, like as I was driving today. I was like, this is Nona. But yeah, if you can unmute yourself and bless us with some words, I would appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I would like to stop the recording for this one. I'm going to share
All right.
3 things.
So coming up next, we have Andres. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother, I would appreciate it.
All right, thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. I'm Dre Reyes. I'm gonna read at least one poem, maybe 2. But before I do, I just want to be able to have a chance to promote my first chapbook, Imposter Syndrome. Yeah, just let me know if you want a copy. I'll be able to mail it to you for $8 because shipping costs like $3 because this is heavy material. Anyway, let me know. I'll put my Instagram right in the chat right now. Okay, now on to the poetry. So I found some old material that I totally forgot existed, and I'm gonna read some stuff. This first one is, I guess, a parody of a Nintendo 64 love poem. It's a love, well, it's a hate poem, but it's not really hate. It's fun. All right, here it goes. My joystick is loose because I smashed your face in with my controller after you spammed your trip move through Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I hate you so much. As much as I hate the Water Temple and Ocarina of Time, as much as I hate the jungle and control levels in GoldenEye 007, as much as I hate Yoshi Valley in Mario Kart 64 because you are duller than Superman 64. You have more problems than controller packs keeping saved data. You are more annoying as tyrants from Resident Evil 2. Fuck. You have the blue shell, asshole. Well, I'm gonna shrink you down with my lightning and rain you with red shells and bananas. Hey, you, Pikachu. I hate you so much I'll use Oddjob against you. I hate you so much I'd prefer hearing Gruntilda's rhymes than your inane banter. I hate you so much I would steal your stars in Mario Party. You make me want to tap reset every time I see your face. You make me want to play the Song of Time in attempts to forget you ever existed in my adventure. The day I met you was like the night Ganondorf broke into the Temple of Time. Looking back now, it was one of the worst things that could have ever happened. I want to push my memory of you as far into the Lost Woods as possible. I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck, Duke Nukem style. Your intelligence is like a Metroid video game for the Nintendo 64. Non-existent. Whenever I'm around you, I feel worse than I do after seeing Yoshi Story's Game Over screen. Whenever I'm around you, I become a bomb. Fuse running out and fiercely released from Bomberman's grip and hurled towards you, where I will use explosion. and it will be super effective, and you will faint. Now it's time for you to feel my pain. Oh, yes, you're gonna need help. You're gonna be in dreamland. You're gonna need a trip to the nearest fairy fountain to retain pieces of heart after I shatter yours to crystal shards with the falcon punch. Yeah, there's that one. And just to throw a curveball at everybody, I'm going to end off with a motivational piece called For the Downtrodden and Brokenhearted. I've seen the sweetest hearts of my generation destroyed by assholes who broke into the sacred homes we carry in our chests, who unhinged our doors with two-faced techniques, who stained our floors with blotches of depression, resentment, and fear, who smashed our windows and replaced them with metal bars, who flooded the bathroom with woeful and angry tears and left the faucets running and toilet clogged, who set the kitchen ablaze with a passionate fire that cannot be tamed, who unceremoniously tore the clothes off of sanity of the bedroom closet. After the ravaging, what is left of our homes? We take what we have left and we build anew. We repair and replace what others have damaged through time. We learn from experiences on how to become better at locking intruders out and selecting welcome guests. Well, now, how do we start? You look into that cracked mirror, stare deep into yourself, and say, no, this is not how they will remember you. This is not how each chapter ends. This is not the end of your story, not the way you will feel every day of your life, not the way everybody is going to treat you. You throw that mirror away and you build anew. This is a new day, a new era, a new light that shines on the obscure areas of your being. Finally, you can see that rainbow in the dark. Now wake up. Behold the sights of life in bloom and fill those lungs with the fresh air. This is the time to taste victory now. Feel the power roaring inside your chest. You beautiful thing, you perfect storm, nothing can stop you from rising from the ashes and soaring higher and further than you have ever imagined. To say that I believe in you is an understatement. What you have to do now is believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is the first step in getting the ball rolling. Believe in yourself, and you'll start to see and feel the change like a revolution with no casualties. Believe in yourself, and soon others will join the bandwagon. Believe in yourself and watch yourself become something greater. There'll be some who will underestimate you and oversee you. There will be naysayers. There will be there'll be those who have nothing else better to do than to sink you to their level. Turn those naysayers into believers. Turn those negative words from others and motivate yourself. Turn negative energy into positive energy, and all starts in your mind. You can do it. Believe in me as I believe in you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dre, as always, man. Appreciate your work, man, your craft. It was just amazing. Everybody, unmute yourself and give it up for Dre.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Woo-hoo, Dre.
Like, wow. Huge fan.
That was really
Poetry
nice.
crush.
Woo!
Amazing
Thank
stuff,
you.
man. Amazing stuff. All right, so next on the list, we got Generalissimo. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some
Hey,
words, brother,
Thomas,
I'd
can you
appreciate
come
it.
back to me let two people go ahead of me, if you don't mind?
All right, I bumped you up, and I'll bump you back down. That's all good. So you'll be reading after Diane Ward then. So coming up next, we actually have Paul Skiff. So, Skiff, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother, I'd appreciate it.
But you got my sound coming over? I was having trouble earlier.
You're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it just me? I don't hear anything.
Yeah, now I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, sorry. Let me try again.
Yeah, we hear you.
Well, we can hear you speak, but were you playing something?
Yeah, let me see if I can get that to work better. But
Go to your settings and turn on the there's a sound setting that's it doesn't do any sound suppressions for musicians. Try doing that in your Zoom settings. Let me pull it up
yeah,
here.
I'm gonna forego that because I don't want to waste time. I'm just gonna do it without, unless.
Yeah, so they have in your audio on Zoom settings, it's a original audio or original sound for musicians. And so you want to put that on, and we should be able to hear it.
What about this?
No.
All right,
How's
let's
that?
forget that.
All right, we'll come back to that some other
No, I'm ready
time.
to go. I'm ready to go without
Excellent.
the sound.
Uh,
Let me get my voice in the right place. Sorry for wasting everyone's time. De nosotros estes hora. De nosotros ese lugar. De nosotros en estos momentos la luz claro sobre la cara. De nosotros en estos momentos la luz claro sobre la cara. De nosotros en estos momentos todos las vidas de gracia. Porque, porque, porque no vienes abajo en la calle y ves que cariñoso hicimos. Oh, oh, creation is my backup. I have no need. I shall not purchase. Creation gives me sleep within a green park. It leads me across hostile streets. Creation restores my spirit and opens me on the avenues of knowing for pleasure's sake. Yo, though I commute beneath the shadow of the decrepit bridges of your death culture to the skyscrapers of your oppressive backwardness. I laugh at your evil, for I am with creation. Its clarity and strength calm me. It prepares me to flourish in the presence of my enemies. It touches light to my face. My mouth gushes over with the love gush total of creation, and mercy and protection shall follow me, because I will clothe myself with the embrace of creation forever. And mercy and protection shall follow me all the days of my life. Thank you. Thanks for your generous listening.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, spectacular piece, Paul.
Woo.
Is open minds in the chat? Well, if not, everybody
No,
can just.
their internet crashed apparently.
Ah, okay.
I don't think we have a host right now.
All right. So, while they're setting up, everyone unmute and give a round of applause to Skiff. Woo!
Woo.
That was awesome.
Oh,
Woo.
yeah.
I can't snap,
Woo.
so I gotta.
Woo.
Diane is next up.
Well, Thomas has to come back because there is a surprise. So I have to wait for Thomas to
I
come
see
back.
open minds, but I just don't see Thomas yet. Maybe Thomas said something in the
Right.
chat. Nope, not yet. So they're still loading at the moment.
So go after me. Who's after me?
Generalissimo.
Okay, Generalissimo, you're on.
Wait. Oh, maybe the general walked away. Lantern, do you want to?
Yes, I can if you want me. Everyone's disappeared.
Yeah, we're just kind of switching up the order because
All right,
of
sorry
the
about that. Yeah, our internet like crashed out. I had to reset the modem. Yeah, Paul, that was dope. And yes, I know Diane has something that she wants to read specifically for Catalyst. So, log in unless you can hear. Or do you want me to put it on the speakers? I can do that. We're trying to get all these technical things, all that, you know. Technology. Yeah, I even got the technology brain behind me. You know, it's made to help us, right? But sometimes I think otherwise, right? Amadeus is in the house. Cool. Welcome back, Amadeus.
We had suggested Lantern go first, and then when you guys get your technical issues, Diane would go.
Okay, we could do that. That sounds good. And welcome, Amadeus. It's good to have you back. I'll add you to the list here.
We'll leave you happy, Thomas. Go with your flow.
Yeah, well, we could do that. I'll switch
If
you.
you're here, so Diane could go.
All right, Catalyst is joining now. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll stick with the same. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Diane, are you ready? We got the lovely Catalyst in the house now. Would you like to read?
So there is a piece that Tom and I thought we would surprise Catalyst with, and he provided me with one of her pieces. So if you could put that piece up on the screen, they will know what I practically wrote to as a surprise for Catalyst. Do you have it?
Yeah, give me a moment here.
And I will then read what you show them.
I emailed it to you, right? I think that'll be the easiest way for me to
Uh-huh.
find it. Yeah, I'll just pull up that email real quick. Sorry for the technical difficulties, you know. We're very informal here at Open Mind, so I appreciate all of you guys, you know, kind of sticking through and waiting. So
We're informal, but sometimes we wear top hats.
yeah.
As I said, this was a surprise for Catalyst. So
I'm so excited.
Tom
Thank
and I
you.
worked behind the scenes, and he emailed a photo to
What
me
an honor.
to
That's so
respond to.
cool.
He says she has no idea that we are doing that.
All right, I got the image ready. I'm
Okay,
going
go
to
ahead.
share my screen now.
Yeah, for Diane. Oops. Oops. Let me try to get to my, wait a minute. It won't let me now get to my Word. 1 second.
Oh,
So I can get to my,
technology.
can you make that smaller or something so that I can get to my, now it won't let me open my Word document.
Did you press
All right, so
if you press escape, it might.
Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I got it.
Here, I'll stop
Okay,
share
you're
screen
looking
for a
at
moment.
the, no, go ahead. You're looking at it. I'm in my Word. Okay, so let me explain. This, I don't know if this was considered a lion deity. If so, no intent to offend in any way. But I wrote to this. Thank you, Catalyst. The title of this is When Your Shift Ends. Your ferocity is a meow. Your eyes betray you to me. I cross my eyes and you smile. Your solar plexus so moved in caring. Tumor blessed to blossom for me to aspire anytime because I can get close to you. One of the few we both know because Your ferocity is a meow in comparison to mine. This game of lightning bolts, braid your lavender locks to match mine. Upon loosening my wavy locks, your turquoise, mine paler blued rim my brown eyes. Upon misting of your breath or drool upon the pillowed softness of my body as you meow. Asleep and save your anger for those who need frightening. Bolts recharging as you emit clouds of your own making. 13 whiskers since I plucked your uneven temper. Your elfin ears so soft and inviting. I will not divulge where you are most ticklish, for each mighty power has an Achilles heel. Remember when you devoured those who likened him? You are kept busy, your head kept wreathed. Power and might, you are a delight. I'll make you your favorite cocoa when your shift ends next daylight. Heightened tinged tangerine, echoing all sunsets of a race, but for now paled and not ferociously bright, not furiously bright. That is when I will worry but a moment, because you are heralding to me a new dawn that requires a reckoning, a recognizing your growl they never cared to hear. So I'll make you your favorite cocoa when your shift ends at the beginning of humanity's next twilight. As eternal as anyone insatiable, time is only yours to bend, for they devour time, and you warn them every time, and they do not bend. I'll feed you cocoa slowly, perhaps they will eventually make amends. Meow as you growl on show for them. I'll feign fear when they are around. I know your Achilles heel. By now, you know I can be trusted. We've completed so many of these rounds, these cyclical turns of each wheel, your fringes getting hotter and deeper hued from new orange to tangerine to red, redder to browning, bright burning. Your growl they do not hear, your warning they ignore and continue to self-destruct when your shift ends at the beginning of humanity's next twilight. For when enough is finally final and done, please allow me to rest on your tendrils. Braid your tendrils, powerfully laden and spent over endless time. And I'll remain hopeful with you, feed you with cocoa, tickle you, and wait for humanity's next sunrise. DMW. Thank you.
Ooh, wow, that was awesome. My face
Nice.
is like, beautiful. Thank you
What a
so much.
sensuous reading, too.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
It was so engaging. Like I walked away just a little bit pregnant. Like not a lot pregnant, like not 9 months pregnant, but like a little bit pregnant. So that's pretty cool.
There's a little poetry baby brewing in there.
Yeah, I'm a poetry baby.
Oh,
Thank you.
fantastic, Diane. That was like one of the best frasctics that I have heard.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Catalyst. Thank you, Tom. She was surprised.
Yes, that was very sweet. That was very sweet. We love that. We
You
love
should have
it.
seen her the whole time. She was just melting. Like, oh,
I can see that piece of art on a screen behind you in Carnegie Hall as you're sitting there reading that poem.
oh, right. How beautiful that.
That's a piece that you should be doing on a stage. Whether you have the art behind it or not, it's just the diction, everything about that piece.
Well, we can get a big old poster of it printed out for you, big 10 by 10 image, and you can read in front of it. Thank you so much, Miss Diane Ward. We absolutely just adore you here at Open Minds, and yeah, thank you for your donations. Thank you for your love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Everybody, unmute yourselves and give it up for Diane Ward one more time.
Woo!
Woo! We love you. We
And
love you. We love you.
Yeah.
thank
Woo.
you so much. You bring light to us. Thank you.
Indeed she does, Mama. Indeed she does. All right. So coming up next, we have Generalissimo.
Thank you so much, Thomas. I will not be on camera because my computer keeps kicking me off whenever I'm on camera. So the first one is this piece that I did in Diane's workshop last week. Her workshop is fantastic. It's sponsored by Art in the Basin. So if you go to their Facebook page, or if Diane puts the information in the chat, it's such a great thing. There's the lot. I think the final one is next Wednesday. This is called Less Than 4 Minutes on a Bus in the Bronx. The young man, around 21 years old, sitting directly behind the bus driver, intently tap dancing on his cell phone with his thumbs. Directly behind him is a man in his late 60s, wearing a Kelly Green 1980s members-only windbreaker, who spends almost every afternoon riding the bus. He worries the kid will ruin his ability to properly communicate because of all that constant texting. Two young women who are possibly not yet 20 are talking loudly about boys they have both dated, including facts like penile attributes. Suddenly, a bike messenger jumps the curb in front of the bus. The driver slams the brakes. The phone flies to the side and hits one of the loud girls in her boob. She yells, "Boy, I own this phone now." In less than 18 months, the older man will write a New York Times bestseller titled What Happened During My Residency on the Columbus Avenue Line. And I pulled something really, really old out of the archives. And before I do it, I'll just say, I don't know if everyone in here is, because there are some really young people, aware of the Maury Povich Show, or the Maury Show, which was a talk show which started out as
Maury.
well, it started out as a very mild-mannered talk show, and then he started doing all the.
It started getting Springerish towards the end there.
Well, it started. He became the person who did all the DNA tests.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning Springer, Thomas. That's the reference. That's the pace setter.
Yeah, yo, in the
Maury was never Springer could get pretty mean-spirited. Maury was never that way, I don't think. He was always a person who was Connie Chung's husband, and he was a decent guy. Not that Springer wasn't. I think Springer was too. This is called Boom, Baby Boom. There was a lady. She had a baby. The daddy said he wasn't the daddy, so the lady took the daddy on that TV talk show, Maury. The DNA test came back yes. The daddy said he was sorry. The daddy didn't say he was sorry, so the lady said to the daddy, "Listen, daddy, I got my proof. Now I best start getting child support. If you don't pay up, I'm going to take you to the cleaners when I take you to court." Oh, no, she didn't. No, yes, she did. That man is in trouble. A boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. It's a 20 or so years later. The baby is a young lady at an Ivy League school on a full 4-year scholarship. In a study group, she meets a really nice boy whose family happens to be very rich. They date a while, they fall in love. About 2 years in, he asks her to marry him. She doesn't hesitate to say yes. That night on the phone, his father says, "Son, protect your trust fund, get a prenup." He says, "Okay, I guess." Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, yes, he did. That boy is in trouble. Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. He sat down with his wife-to-be. She said, "I can't sign that thing. To me, a prenup is a tool of mistrust that tempts fate to open the gate to set a marriage on a course for divorce." He convinced his dad the prenup wasn't a need and returned to his fiancée with his chest in the air like a proud galloping steed. She said, "Baby, I'm so in love with you and I love you so much. You always make everything right. It's my turn to make things right. Let's hit the bedroom and have one hell of a night." And they had one hell of a night. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. A boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. They had one hell of a wedding, one hell of a honeymoon. Niagara Falls, 9 months later, they were in a delivery room. That man was so nervous, his wife's legs up in stirrups. Then came the big surprise right before his eyes. But it wasn't to his chagrin. It's just that none of the sonograms showed she was carrying twins. Push, honey. I can see the head. It's a girl. There's another baby. It's a boy. That boy is in trouble. A boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for just bringing back some memories too with that. I love that. Everybody,
That was
unmute
so
yourselves and give it
good. I
up
love
for
that. That was so
That was
Generalissimo.
awesome. Generalissimo.
Woo-hoo!
Woo.
Ryan was excellent. Excellent.
Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. Yeah, my wife's gonna be walking around singing that now. She, that's you got it stuck in her head now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love the performance. I haven't heard
yeah,
you work up that head of steam before. That was great.
yeah. Amazing stuff, man. Generalissimo, we appreciate you being part of my family, and I'm looking forward to the day that I could take you to dinner, pay for the bill, and call you uncle. Just during the dinner, remember we made arrangements that I could call him my uncle only if I buy dinner and only during dinner. So you know the waitress is gonna know about him being my uncle. The guests all around us they gonna know about him being my uncle. Yeah, I'm gonna take full advantage of that, and I'm excited to get to meet you in person one of these days and pay for a delicious meal. I will fill the table. Uh, yeah. Thank you so much for that performance. Everybody, unmute yourselves and give it up for Generalissimo.
Woo.
Yeah.
He is the father.
Hey.
All right. So coming up next, we have my brother from across the pond. He's been such an inspiration to all of us, spiritually, poetically. His words just everything this man writes down is gold. And he told me the secret to his poetry, which maybe I'll divulge just some other time. But it's very simplistic yet so beautiful what he does with his words. Lantern Carrier, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with those words, I would appreciate it.
Thank you, my brother. You're so kind, so kind. Greetings and gratitude to all those who've come before me and those who would come after. And I applaud the Gregorian ohms and chants of the ever versatile. What's the young man in Darth Vader called? Forgotten his name. Never mind, I'll come back to it. Bewildered. The sweet-scented tulips of this perfumed garden hug the walls and foliage. Your honeysuckle blossoms pays homage to the illustrious light. Pageantry of flowers adorns the stony pathway, while the birds and squirrels dance. Even 1,000 garlands, my love, cannot match the wafts of thy allure. Into the temple of the heart, my beloved comes, kissing my soul with infinity's plenitude. I feel the magical descent of an enchantment, stabbing my core with the arrow of joy. Steeped in a void of intense immensity, the moonlight kisses my cheeks. I become steeped in a kaleidoscope of beauty, dazed by an ocean of supernal light. My heart is burning with love, my core full of intensity from the fire of thy bliss. I gaze at the crescent moon, its adorable sweetness like pure white snow, hugging the serenity of my existence. You enter within and embrace me. I suddenly ascend to the deathless joy of emptiness. Now timeless is this moment. My eagle bird dances in an ocean of sheer delight. I cascade into a ball of light, nestling in the golden flames of thy silhouette, and become bewildered. Poem 2. Unveiling the glimmer of my identity. Nietzsche says, that he who fights with monsters should be careful about becoming a monster himself. I say that unless ordained by love, by purity of intention, then he is already a victim of monsters lurking within the confines of his own shadows. Nietzsche says that if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. I say yes, but while the abyss may be necessary for inner progress, one need not use this as an excuse for blame or to become victimizers. The boss rationalizes his belittling of the employee, yet he does not do this with the client. The bully enjoys bullying others, yet is always mindful of his own strength. Just as it is rare to find the weak bullying the strong, so too the victimizer is capable of prudence. Actions of themselves have no power. What matters in action is a live, vibrant awareness of the power of love. A truth that is told with bad intent is worse than the lies that man invents, says Blake. Speak the truth, but never tell a cruel truth. To act you're entitled, says Sri Krishna, but results lie on the lap of the divine. To the connoisseur, the taste of wine may be predictable by its scent, but love's ways are a mystery. It may sometimes glow like a beautiful rose or sting like the leaves of 1,000 nettles. We're all powerless before heaven's light. We watch the carousel spin, hoping we could get off. Yet love's secret ways keeps us spinning. Never cast blame. Be grateful to the lowly and downtrodden, for they too have their stories and may sometimes teach us the virtues of patience and humility. The grass never complains that it is trampled upon, and the laden tree bends, offering its fruits and flowers to mankind. I obey the wishes of my biology, which includes sitting on the toilet like anyone else. Should the sun ever discriminate, evil may not look so radiant, nor the corporate kept warm. Just as the ripe mango depends on the gardener, rain and soil, so do the ails of life begin a seed in the inner turmoil of each being. We have toiled in search of peace for millennia, but like the deer running in search of its own musk, our true serenity lies within. I am a pearl sent here by the pearl of pearls to manifest its effulgent light. I dive within to remove the veil, covering the glimmer of my identity. Avarice and ego blame others, and their sisters, insecurity and fear, rarely cease to rear their ugly heads. The wiles of the media feed my mind, and I retreat into my self-made prison. With a knife I can stab someone, or peel fruits and print flowers. Freedom lives within, and you are an immortal spark of a higher light, like a mariner sailing towards your golden shore. Earth is a temporary home in our quest for inner happiness. Let us accept this duality of light and darkness, harvesting the wisdom of Solomon and the gentleness of doves. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Simply sublime. Thank you so much for those pieces, man. I just love you so much.
Friday night. And that's so relaxing. So I'm so happy.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you make my mama's Fridays, man. I think she
Yeah,
comes to
this
the
is-
show just to hear you, really.
I know.
CP says that's what his wife does.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
It's simply sublime, sublime, sublime. Everybody, go ahead and unmute yourselves and give all the love in the world for Lantern Carrier.
Yeah. Transporting lantern carrier. Transporting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lantern, I love the way you make my brain feel.
Thank you, Catalyst. Thank you for your kind note today.
Yeah. We love you very much. Thank you so much.
Definitely, man. So much love in this room. And I believe that us as poets, and we're all across the globe in this every Friday, that the energy that we create here pulses and radiates, and even if you don't know about open minds, open mic, or you're not a poet, just being in this interweb, connected, there are energies and all that, like we're making the world a better place. So
Indeed, indeed.
indeed. Speaking of another mainstay, we got my brother, Gustav Salas, who now I've realized has been our number one recruiter. As you guys know, we stopped promoting because we like the crew we got, and we don't want it to be too big. So
Okay, raise your hand if you've been
yeah, we
recruited
got
by Magus.
Yeah, he's been bringing us some amazing people. Yeah, and like we just feel like we don't really need to promote. We've been doing this for a year, and we started on Eventbrite, when we first started, and got 5-star reviews on there, and it was just too much to post on Eventbrite and stuff. So I was like, I'll just make the posts on Instagram, and then I email out to people who are on the emailing list who don't Instagram. Which if you're not following us, we're at Open Minds Open Mic. If you want to be added to the email list to get the things, email me or drop your email. Yeah, Magus, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother, I would appreciate it.
Okay, Thomas Catalyst, thank you for the space. Greetings, beloved poets. I have a new piece, and I'm going to ask you guys for some input in a sec. This piece is unusual for me, so I'd like some feedback. It's called Pixie, a love poem. Her name was Pixie, but she refused to be any incel's manic pixie dream girl. She was all woman, the real thing, a patriarch's nightmare. She said, our job as artists is not to try to guess what our audience wants. That way lies focus group pablum. Rather, our job is to make listeners want what we have to give on our terms. And she did. She was always giving her real self to every endeavor. I crave all you have to give like water in the desert, Pixie. You are more magical than magic itself, more real than any reality. She said, I can never belong to another. I am mine alone, and I respect that. Then she said, but I will cheerfully lead you astray from the path others have designed for you to one of your own most secret desire. This is why I love you, elusive pixie who can never be mine. Thank you. And next, I'd like some input. I can either sing a cover song or do an old poem. What do y'all want?
I want to hear you sing a cover song, man. We got options, or do we get to call out, or is it dealer's choice? How we doing this?
I'll take a chance.
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is XTC's The Green Man. Please to bend down for the one called the Green Man. He wants to make you his bride. Please to bend down for the one called the Green Man. Forever to him you're tied. And you know for 1,000,000 years he has been your lover. He'll be 1,000,000 more. And you know for 1,000,000 years he has been your lover, down through the skin to the core. Heed the Green Man. Heed the green man, please to dance round for the one called the green man. He wants to make you his child. Please to dance round for the one called the green man, dressed in the fruits of the wild. And you know for 1,000,000 years he has been your father, he'll be 1,000,000 more. And you know for 1,000,000 years he has been your father, run to his arms at the door. Lay your head, lay your head, lay your head, lay your head on the green man. Lay your head with mine. Lay your head, lay your head, lay your head, lay your head on the green man. Build a bed out of oak and pine. See the green man blow his kiss from high church wall, and a knowing church will amplify his call. Please to bend down for the one called the green man. He wants to make you his bride. Please to bend down for the one called the green man. Forever to him you're tied. And you know for 1,000,000 years he has been your lover. He'll be 1,000,000 more. And you know for 1,000,000 years he has been your lover, down through the skin to the core. Lay your head, lay your head, lay your head on the green man. Lay your head with mine. Lay your head, lay your head, lay your head, lay your head on the green man. Build a bed out of oak and pine. Lay your head, lay your head, lay your head, lay your head on the green man. Build a bed out of oak and pine. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Oh, I love hearing you sing, man. You got such a good
That
singing
was
voice.
perfect.
Love that song.
Sublime, man. Sublime. Yeah, it's one of my wife's favorite songs too. Yeah, that was an amazing performance. Everybody, unmute yourselves and give it up for the Magus, the star
Perfect
side.
ending.
Fabulous.
Perfect ending. I love that. Where it's faded out.
Magus.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I love it.
CC, we missed you, brother. Good to see you, brother.
Oh man, that's great. It's great. I love it. Even reading lyrics. If you can't sing and you'll have a good lyric that you know is a poem, even reading lyrics is a gift.
Yeah, definitely.
But he sings it.
Yeah, and he's
Good
got
to
that
see y'all.
voice and a natural vibrato too, and that nice baritone voice. Like, it's power. It's that power behind. Say what says, you know. Beautiful stuff, man. I appreciate you, Magus. Speaking about powerful poets, impactful poets, one of my favorites is up next, Principe. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, he added my name. One.
I'll be reading 3 poems tonight. The first poem is called Wake Me Up. Goodbye to the days of feeling powerless. Powerless like children, choking on the hard to swallow. My power will come from words that reach out from the blackness in my throat. It will be like a reflection, sauntering me to my potential. They will start to be like hurricane rainbows in the sun and fall from my steady hands. I will be cleaning out my closet, tearing down walls, and cleaning up the rubble. Wake me up, wake me up. The next poem is called Safety Net. Getting to my best on was what my newfound independence needed to bleed myself onto the bed. I fell through with my true self exposed to the 5 walls of my sanctuary. This bachelor pad, once spacious, now is filled with vulnerability. Love is now the missing element. It is not complete if love can't step into my heart. With them leaving their bags outside, like there is a dumpster outside, bringing the light, bringing the vulnerability, looking past the fallibility of my decrepit heart. Love will construct like an artisan. Love will make home a home. The last poem is untitled right now. The rain in my mind is watery as the soil, full of ideals, not yet a forest. Haven't had time to plant a seed. But as I sit under the ascending moon, I wonder with my starlit eyes, what would it be like to plant a seed? Now I wonder around, starstruck, about breathing organisms, give me pacifying orgasms at the forest in the rain, love up on me. I gravitate like magnets to the splashing waves at the beach in my hometown. Home.
Yo, Principe, I love how you ended that first one. Wake me up, wake me up. We got a little singing out of you too, man. That was beautiful. All three of those were like so dope, man. That book he's holding right there in his hand, that little notebook, man. Oh, I'd love to go through the pages of that, man. If you're not following Prince P on Instagram, you should be. He be posting some poetry all the time, beautiful readings and stuff, man. We just love him. Everybody, unmute yourself and give it up for Prince P.
Woo! Fantastic.
Word.
Yeah.
One of my
Hey,
favorite
yeah.
people.
Very
You're
nice.
awesome.
Very nice.
More.
Word. Keep on coming. Keep on.
All right. So coming up next, we've got Alex Phuong. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words and show us your teddy, we would appreciate it, brother.
Yes, and I've actually been writing a lot of Little Mermaid poetry because of the live action remake. So let me pull up this poem called oh sorry, that's the wrong. I was supposed to click on word. Okay, so this is called The Chief of a Coral Reef because I kind of got the idea about the under the sea sequence of all those sea animals and stuff. So this is what I wrote based on the Little Mermaid. Within the mystery that lies beneath the sea is the majesty of water and possibility. And even though it is hard to cope with grief, remember that underneath pain and sorrow is the hope for a better tomorrow. And a colorful coral reef has the iridescence of an artistic palette. So rather than lament, marvel at the beauty that the ocean provides while abiding by the orders of the Prince of Tides to find a sense of harmony. Thank you.
That was dope. Do you have another piece for us you'd like to share? You got more time if you want.
Oh,
You
I,
want
I
more?
just remember like when you were talking about the boom boom, like in my family we like to sing the Mr. Bear song, so it's just a very simple song. And then like we just this is like the melody of the Mr. Bear song. Mr. Bear, 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 Mr. Bear. Thank you, Mr. Bear. Yeah. We love Mr. Bear.
We love Mr. Bear too. Thank you so much, Alex, for sharing
Okay.
with us. We love you. It's good to see you. Everybody, unmute yourself and give it up for Alex Phuong.
That was
We love
lovely.
you,
So
Mr. Bear, Mr.
sweet.
Very
Bear.
That
nice.
was really
Very
cute.
nice. Yes. Beautiful. 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 Word. Word.
I'm gonna have that stuck in my head because we have a cat we call Bear. Her name is Bear. And so now it's gonna be Mrs. Bear though. I gotta change the lyrics up, but I'm gonna be singing that same melody. Mrs. Bear, we love you, Mrs. Bear. Ah, all right. Yeah, thank you so much, Alex. We love you, man. Coming up next, we've got Cee Santos, which I know you've been following us on Instagram. I see you sharing some of the posts, right? Thank you for that. I create all the artwork myself. Catalyst creates it too. And just seeing you follow us and like post, and I'm like, who is this person? I haven't got to meet them yet. And so I'm very excited to meet you, very excited to hear your voice. Um, but before you unmute yourself, everybody else needs to unmute themselves and give a big open mind, open heart, open arm. Welcome to Open Mind.
Welcome,
Yes, sir.
welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
One of us.
Welcome.
One of us.
Yes, yes.
You're loved.
Bear says
You
welcome.
are loved. Yes, just
Word,
by
word.
showing up, you are loved. Welcome to the fam.
Mr.
Now,
Bear's a
Cee
loving bear.
Santos. Yeah,
Thank
he
you,
even
thank
got Bear
you.
Bears.
Thank you, Mr.
So
Bear.
I randomly found your Instagram page and realized you guys do open mic Zooms, but every Friday I always miss it. So this is my first time here and I'm so excited. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot it was my turn. I have 3 poems for y'all. I hope that's okay. My first poem is actually this day from 2021. So I thought it would be just fun to start off with. Just a warning, my poetry is usually about like depression and things that I go through on the daily. So I'm sorry if the mood downs a little bit. So hopefully the person after me will lift everybody's spirits up again. But this poem is called Dear God. Dear God, I am sick. I feel like I'm dying all the time. If it is not my physical, it is my mental. When both strike, bam, I fall on my knees, defeated, exhausted, emotional, and drained. Can you hear me, Lord? Do you see me? The real me? The me I'm still trying to get to know? The real me I keep trying to improve and change? I have no guidance. I feel lost. The pain is agonizing. I am drowning in my tears, alone, being swallowed whole. Why me, Lord? What is my purpose? To be used, abused, torn, lied upon, a punching bag, beaten down? What is my purpose, Lord? To be sick and helpless? To make everyone around me feel hopeless? Change me, please. I am begging. I don't know how much more I can take. Heal me, please, for my kids' sake. To see them wish, dream, inspire, create, destroy, build, and grow. Self-growth, mental growth, successful growth. All things I wish to have and be. Please, Lord, whatever it is I did, forgive me. That was that one.
Yo, hold on 1 second before you read it.
Yo,
Welcome
that was
home.
so dope.
That was amazing. Never
Thank
apologize
you.
for being who you are. Depressed or not, man, we all go through it. It's a part of being a human. And we love you and we appreciate you in any mood you're in. But I see you
Oh,
smiling
thank
now.
you.
So even if you're reading deep stuff, I know you still smiling and vibing. So we all good, you
Yeah, I love
know.
to perform, so I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. This
All right,
next
let's
poem,
bring it on. Let's just
this next poem I wrote last month. I started calling it A Heart's Loss, but I'm thinking of changing the title to Dear Me. It's been a while since I felt you, pumping big and bright. How I long for your smile, your laugh, your dreams. Your eyes used to be shiny, full of life. I wish we can go back to that. It's been a while since I felt you. Childhood gone, never the same. broken faith, beaten down, even in the grave. Your silence is so deafening, a large, dark, and empty void, an empty vessel. Where are you? It's been a while since I felt you. I thought we would survive. My world crumbles, breathless. Breathe life into me. Show me spirit. It's been a while since I felt you coughing up all the debris of the past. I wish I could have told you I'm so proud. Gloss over your self-hatred, our self-hatred. Sadness taking over, wrapped around your throat. Your throat? Wrapped around our throat. Your throat? I'm sorry you died. That was my second piece.
I love it so much.
Thank you. And my last one is called Shelved. Look at me, pretty in pink, big poofy dress. Look at that twirl. Come dance and play with me. A bright smile, blush cheeks. Anyone would be lucky to have a doll like me. I can keep all your secrets, comfort you when you need. Here, look, just give me a cuddle. You'll feel better, you'll see. Every day I try to be happy. I try to be what people need, but they just walk on by. Am I not enough? Am I not good at being me? Sitting on a shelf, dusty, cobwebs all around. I'm not the most popular. Most looked past me. Some look up, catch my eye. I smile my brightest smile. They leave and they don't look back. I wish I knew how to do that. I reach out my hand, hoping someone grabs hold, but the air feels so empty, yet I still don't fold. Sometimes I am hugged, played with, hair combed, but none of them take me home. I am put back in my corner, waiting for the next person's turn. All I see are other dolls who I wish I could be. It's no fun being me. Look, Mom, I hear. Oh no, honey, that doll is dirty, worn out. Dirty, worn out. Disappointment on all our faces. I watch them walk by. No love in sight, no tears, except for mine. Sitting on a shelf, dusty, cobwebs all around. I do not dance. I do not twirl. I do not make any effort to be found by the hands of this hell. I look in my cardboard mirror. A crack stares back at me. Am I really too broken to be heard and seen? I close my eyes. All I hear is the joy of the other dolls around me. I begin to drift off into a deep sleep, to dream of a world where people aren't looking past me. Thank you.
Guess what? You found that
Wow.
world. Here at Open Minds, we will
Yay.
never look past you. We will look right to you, and we want to pull you off the shelf and just, yeah,
Love that.
enjoy
Yeah,
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Everybody,
Thank you.
unmute yourselves. Give it up for Cee
Woo!
Santos. Give it up for the
Thank
Beautiful.
you,
algorithm that brought
poetry.
her
Absolutely
to find Open
beautiful.
Minds. All the
Yeah.
love in the
So
Beautiful.
world goes to
quiet.
Here,
Beautiful. One of
open
us.
minds, you found a
you. Yeah, welcome home, like I said.
Awesome. That was
Welcome
awesome.
home.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
gotta
Thank you.
ask,
Thank you, everybody.
Word.
is poem number 3 inspired by the Barbie movie or no?
No, poem number 3 is actually something I wrote last year for a poetry workshop that I did. And it was basically just what I was feeling in my relationship.
It was so dope, man. Like,
Yeah.
I love the analogy of like, you know, like you crushed it, man. Like, I'm so excited that you found us. Welcome. I hope you can
Thank you,
find us
thank
here every
you.
Friday. We do this every week. We all convene and share art and smiles and love and depression and anger, whatever we're feeling. We're all here to feel it together, and it lessens it, you know? So, yeah, thank you for being here. Coming up next, we've got my brother from another mother down in Houston, who's now becoming a host himself. So freaking early in the morning on Sundays. You know what's effed up too, man, is as I woke up, it's my time, it's 8 a.m. Mountain Time is when, right, because it's 10 a.m. Eastern every other Sunday, right? So it's 8 a.m. for me. But last Sunday, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's CP's thing. And I think I sent you the message at like 8:10 or something like that. But I woke up at 7:30. Like I was up for it. You know what I mean? I would have been awake for it, but like, you know, I didn't think it was gonna be till like the afternoon, right? So like, you know, I get up, I'm doing my thing, and I message you like, "Hey, bro, how do I get into your thing?" And then like later on, you know, after the show, you like message me, said it went well, man. I'm glad it went well, bro. Went past time, like that's awesome, man. I will definitely be there. It's not this Sunday, it's next Sunday, right? Because it's every other.
Yeah,
Oh, you know
fine.
what's sad?
What's
Yes. Oh, hi,
What's
it's
on your mind?
Alex. Hi, I wanted to say that 8 a.m. might sound like early for some people, but believe it or not, I wake up at 4 because I'm on Pacific time. So when I wake up at 4 in the morning, the reason why was because when I was in college, the only classes that were open were at 7 a.m. So I actually had to wake up at 4 o'clock, have breakfast, and have class at 7 a.m. And then I did that for 2 years straight when I was in college. So I got stuck at waking up at 4 or 5 every day, and I wake up at 5 a.m. on Saturdays, and that sucks.
Oh, that does suck.
When I wake up, the sun's not even up yet. How sad is that?
Right. Well,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be like that for us here in Canada. Come winter
Yeah.
time, the sun doesn't come up to like 10, 11 a.m.
Oh
sometimes.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, in the
That's
dead of
crazy.
winter, like we'll get maybe like 4 hours of sunshine, and the sun just barely comes up and then goes
Okay, so
down.
can I ask exactly like what terror is it province or territory that you are located in?
We're in Alberta.
Alberta.
Alberta. We're like central Alberta. We're kind of in between the capital, which is Edmonton, and then the major city down here is Calgary. We're about like an hour and a half north of Calgary. About central Alberta. Yeah. It's beautiful here. Our internet sucks, which sucks, but we're gonna try to get that Starlink soon. Um, Inshallah, God willing, you know, things have been looking good in our future. We've been manifesting positivity, and hopefully, you know, the money will then follow to be able to support our internet and do the show and do our merchandising and everything that we want to do for Open Minds. Yeah.
RV,
Um,
RV, RV. We want you to travel around and see everybody.
Yeah,
RV.
see, that's what we want to do. So we want to get an RV. Yeah, we want to get an RV
That'd
and we
be
want to
so
travel
cool.
around and host our mics wherever we're at, whatever city we're in. And then we want to fly overseas to see all of our overseas brothers and sisters. And, you know, we want to take the show on the road. So, you know, hopefully that will be in our future. You know, we're pretty powerful manifestors, so we'll see, you know. But yeah, let me get to the man here. CP, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some word, brother, I would appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. Hello. I got two poems for you. Yeah, like recently, I've come to the understanding that, like, at my age, this is one of the most pivotal moments I am in my whole life's existence at 45. Like, I'm betting on myself now. You know that feeling, right? Or like you just got to bet on yourself to see like what this life is going to give you. You got to bet on your fucking self. So like I'm in this bet on my fucking self stage because I realize so many people have come up off my name or the people I ran with's name, and we never took ourselves serious enough to do that for ourselves. So yeah, people ask, why do I have the vigor? That's why. Here's 2 poems. Give me one reason to love you, and I'll Vincent van Gogh my soul. Burn it into the fabric of this paper and mail it back to myself to be opened up at 26 years old, because you and I are harmony. In the world that only knows how to play its tunes on knees with spoons, spoon feed me my tomorrows, and I'll plaster these walls with all my dreams. Because I can't continue to live in this kindergarten world where everyone's judged on how well their color stays within its lines. And I've scribbled so far past the facades of the masses' accepted sanity that this poetry has become an insane asylum, sleeping similes safe havens from their crimes, so don't you dare convict me now. Because there's no way I'm going back. Prime me a constellation, muse, and I'll metaphor you a map of the moon to Poseidon's tomb and resurface Atlantis, because I've spent way too many nights using my skin as a canvas and my pen praying mantis to fall short of the grace of God. Weather me a storm, feather me a phoenix, Buddha me some poems. Can't stop writing till the world recognizes what we do at the newest entry in Psalms. Muse, rob me a constellation and let the stars fall when they may, because I'm everything in my dreams. It's just when I'm awake that all flows away into the fold of the day that I can't open, and sometimes that's okay, because I'm not done writing my story yet. Then script me a now and later that my soul could save her, outside of survivor syndrome that Octavia suffered from, 9/11 tragedies that left her 2.5 years later, taking her own life so tragically, leaving stains in my brain that resurface Marine Corps memories that I don't want to face. Muse, cry me a constellation to wash me away from this place, and I'll stop the world and melt with you. Spill me into the ocean of these pages until I drown in you and blow water bubbles at seahorses and ride off into the sunset. Muse, mouth me a metaphor that the moon will never forget, and I'll Vincent van Gogh my soul. Midwife myself into reality and let the kindergartners reset in your hold, because you and I are harmony in the world that only knows how to play its tunes on knees with spoons. Spoon feed me my tomorrow and I'll plaster these walls with all my dreams. Just don't convict me now, because I finally got the courage to speak. You've knighted me as an asylum poet, and this is my chance to peak. Don't valley me now, because the mountains will mock me forever, and it's not about me, it's about the gift that we treasure. Muse, cry me a constellation so that our pens can ship souls back home, because we realize we're nothing once we realize you're gone, and the clock strikes 12 and the Cinderella carriages are gone, and we're left with nothing more than these shoes that we've walked in for so long. Let our hopes and dreams echo on, echo on. Let our poems ensure we live forever. Let them echo on, echo on. Thank you guys for all the late nights. May we always let it echo on. Echo on.
Echo on. Hey, thanks for that freestyle you did last week too, man. That shit was dope, bro. Hey, we need to get on some freestyle sessions too, bro. You gotta hit me up on IG, man. Yeah, that was so good. Echo on. You got another piece for us, brother?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Okay, echo on, right? Like there comes a time when like I realized how much I like poetry when I gave up my first marriage for poetry. Like I got divorced because of poetry, like real talk. So like my love for language, my love for words, my love.
Hey, she wasn't the right one then, man.
Yeah. I mean, I got a winner now. I mean, and I love my ex-wife. Make no mistake about it. I love her to death. Like I'll empty out the bank account for my ex-wife. Like We're still like that. I realized that my hunger to attack a poem is me and my hunger to attack myself. Like I'm in a constant state of fighting myself, trying to win a battle this way, win a battle that way, you know? The depression sticks in, like you can't even get up out the bed to take the medication you need to get out of depression, you know, like the ills that comes with our life, you know? So this is one of those poems where it was just me going to war with myself. It's called Brainstorms Watch Me. I love the rush. Stop with the trying to blow out the trick candles in my opera house. Stop with the I need to stop with my stop sign smile. Stop speeding through school zones of my childish and maze. Stop road raging against self-love, saying, I'm tired of you questioning my intentions. Stop tailgating your washed up wishes with dirty dishes in karma's kitchen sink. Stop leaving all of your filthy, forgive me, fucked up past dirty laundry in her washing machine mouth. Stop straight jackets and boxer briefs from keeping you from bumping your pride inside her padded walls. And stop letting fashionable straight brackets wrap their it's okay. I expected you to run away anyway, arms back around me, and stop taking my straight jacket joints into pawn shops just to see how much an honest hug is really worth. I am shitty tap water 4 seconds away from being turned into wine. I'm a tote back words chased with a shot of swallow someone else's pride. Or water into wine, angry alcoholic drunk, angel picking sloppy fist fights with other religious gods, y'all. I am a really good reason to buy your pastors cocktails at strip clubs that specialize in all nude revelations. Let me borrow a buck beautiful. I need to pay my low self-esteem to do something better with this fucking life. A hardly sober lifetime, screaming at the DJs, mixing on ones and twos in heaven to play my favorite love song, y'all. Yo, my favorite love song sounds like the filaments in a flock of fireflies being turned on at once. My favorite love song was written by Mother Mary and produced by Mary Magdalene. My favorite love song, when sung in Spanish, is entitled Hijo de Puta. My tunnel lights are sponsored by forgotten faces from all of the women I should have loved. Turning up, calling up fight or flight. From exes to ex-wife to exes, kick rocks when you exit stage right. Too much mouth to mouth and suffocating relationships is why I packed up all of my good breaths and left me finding solutions to my drinking problems, left my drinking problems with stronger drinking problems. Left my focus focused on I can give a fuck about what you thinking problems. Left my sanity sitting lonely, swimming slowly, only from tip jar to tip jar, loving lonely. Hold me closely. Left my leftover love handle hands holding closed caption coping mechanisms way too tight. Please hiding my sixth sense. Don't let me fall in love with someone else's Achilles heel tonight. Disobedient, even in the face of death. Definitively defiant. Open minds, I don't play with a full deck. Knowing Grim Reapers by their nicknames is how I show them signs of respect. You hijo de puta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Tracy.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Wow.
As always,
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
So dope, brother. Everybody,
Poor me,
I'm
Arshagra.
starting
give
to
our
hear
love.
music more and more every time
Yeah.
I hear you. You're in this range.
Well, see, that's
Runaway
what.
freight
Hey,
train in control all the time.
yeah,
Phenomenal. Absolutely
yeah.
phenomenal, man. For real. Jesus. Wow. Word.
The
Word.
straight jacket to the pawn shop is going to, and the fact that it's like a hug is really just going to haunt my brain for this entire weekend.
Right?
Mm.
Yo, all I
Wow.
gotta say to that too, man, is I took a long walk in a cold, dark forest.
You know, every poem, every fight, every war you have, when the war is over, the last war is always right where he said it is, between you, yourself, and I. That's the war is not over until you win that, until you end that war. That's where it starts and that's where it ends. So
Yeah, the
you're right.
hardest fight is the fight against your own self, and your
Yeah.
low self-esteem is going to hold out for millions of dollars if you're going to try and pay it off.
Yeah. Fuck,
Fucking
Skip.
Paul, man. That was a curveball, Paul.
Jeez, man. Yeah.
I took that one personally.
That's good stuff.
Right?
That's some twisted advice. I love it. That's good, Paul.
Yeah, my worst enemy is myself too, man. I'm really hard on myself. I was actually diagnosed as a reverse narcissist.
Oh my God.
You mean like an
Which, yeah, I
empath?
was like, what the fuck does it?
I give you an
Yeah, right?
Said
Like,
Nona.
So how
yeah,
did they define that?
what the psychiatrist said, how they defined it is that like I don't have narcissistic traits, but it's reverse narcissism. So like I believe in myself so much that when I fuck up or if I make a mistake, I'm really hard on myself. So like if I make one little mistake, I like beat myself up over it. Like and it's not really low self-esteem. It's
I have the same thing.
It sounds like a dichotomy. Yeah,
it
that's one of the
is.
so my whole thing now is to transcend the dichotomy, benevolence.
Not quite perfectionist either, because I don't expect the best from myself.
Just
It's
find your good and evil, find your right and wrong, put them in a room together. It reminds me of that joke about
let them
the
fight
three
it out.
Yeah, there's a joke about these three guys in Ypsilanti, Michigan, who all walked around town and said they were Jesus, so they locked them up and put them in the same cell.
I'd say who comes out?
They call it the three Jesuses of Ypsilanti. It's just like you got to get this shit done, man.
Well, for me,
that's great.
when it comes to beating myself up, well, the truth is that taking AP classes in high school gave me PTSD, and I also had really mean teachers who didn't teach me. They just made my life a fucking nightmare. And then when I was in my 20s, I was diagnosed with high-functioning autism because I'm basically like the Rain Man guy, because Dustin Hoffman won an Oscar for playing an autistic savant because he had autism, but he's super smart. And that's the reason why I'm a poet, because I have autism, but I'm good at poetry. That's why I have a book. Thank you.
Yeah,
See,
thank you.
These
Well,
guys,
some of my favorite, like Maddie is autistic, and like her poetry is insane. Like
Oh, she's
it's
fierce. She's
yeah,
unbelievable.
like and I've found with most autistic people I meet, like it's not a disability. Like
No,
you guys excel
imagine
in
if
one
we
way or
were all
another.
the same. I mean, come
It's
on.
not
you
even
know?
it's not even one thing. It's a
It's
whole
like just
It's a
constellation
spectrum.
of-
Yeah,
yeah.
and so like you should never be ashamed of it. You should never, like that's what makes you you. And we love you for who you are.
Yes,
Like
thank you.
I think Gene Roddenberry did it when he did the Bridge of the Enterprise, how he made the captain is one form of intelligence. The military is another form of intelligence. The logic is another form of intelligence. And in Next Generation, the empath, they couldn't run the ship without an empath. So these are
yeah.
collective intelligences. What we've done is turned them into pharmacology students that fucking get addicted to these shitty drugs that diagnosis is one of the worst diseases ever.
Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
I get shit
Yeah.
for that. I get shit for
Yeah,
that.
I refused to get diagnosed. I was
Yeah,
I was
nowhere
asthma
near
monitor.
those
I was so
people.
afraid, right? It wasn't until I came up
You're
into
different. You're
Canada,
unique.
like 28 years, or 38,
Yeah.
37 years, whatever, when I got up here and actually went, I was like, well, let's figure out what's going on, right? Like, because I never wanted to dive into it, because when I was younger, I was afraid, like, they'd lock me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I told them
Oh,
how I was, like,
actually,
I
you
thought,
know-
like, that, they'd put me in
Yeah,
the-
see, it's the they. It's the they in that story. Fuck the they. in that
Yeah,
story.
right? And
They
some
they
people
are in
really
they are
don't
in
have.
business, and they need patience because they're customers. Because
E-
For me, it's
Exactly.
interesting
Yeah.
because
In defense of the drugs, if you're extreme case, you may need it sometimes.
yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by
yeah, I
to
do
say
take
what I
medicine.
say
I
always
take
gets that response, but we're talking, not across the
Yeah,
board.
he means
There's
like,
nothing carte blanche. I understand that.
yeah.
I know people who lived and didn't die because of their, they were on meds, but it's the life addiction of it. The thing is that when you're first diagnosed, to find the gift inside that, not the cause, not the curse. Because
Yeah.
if that's your gift, if you're weird or different
Well,
and
that
that's your
when I
gift,
finally was
divergent.
diagnosed with
yeah, so grow your
ADHD,
gift. Grow your
I
gift.
never
Let it
knew. Yeah, I
grow.
never knew what ADHD was, right? Like, I grew up around kids ADHD, and I was like, I'm not like
There
them,
was
right?
no ADHD.
Yeah,
The
and then
kids
and then
played
when I figured
outside.
out, yeah, right.
They jumped in the swamp, the same swamp that the sewer
Well, it
pipes went.
should be
They were
it
fine.
actually should be it should be renamed to frontal lobe cortex or executive function disorder. So what happens is we don't have
Yeah, but that's what
access to the
Stranger Things is all about. Stranger Things is about the father who does that
yeah.
to his daughter.
Well, the thing
It's
too is right,
mind
back
control, 0 to 7. It's the
yeah,
same thing.
back when we was like tribal and we're out in the wilds, right? And we like sitting around a campfire. It was good to have like the ADHD trait was actually prized back then, right? Because like we hear a twig snap off in the woods, we'd be the first person to grab a spear and run off and like go defend the tribe, and then we were breeds. So like being ADHD back in the day, that's why it's still that trait is so predominant is because it was a prized trait. But now in today's society, the way that bureaucracy and all that, like we don't fit into the mold, man. Like that's why I think it's a crazy statistic. It's like every 2 out of 3 entrepreneurs are ADHD or ADD.
Yeah, but before, women in the 30s and the 40s, if you weren't married by the time you were 30, you were a spinster. I mean, they did the same
Yeah, really.
versions. There's different. If you just make them sick. If you convince
Yeah.
somebody that they're sick, that's a self-enslavement mindfuck. And
Yep.
then you have to get out of the cage that has been put into your mind, and there was no fucking cage. You were different, you were unique. Maybe you had a trait, maybe you had a quirk, but if you were allowed to develop that and grow that, you would be a gift to the contribution to all. It's whether or not
Exactly.
you're a tool in society or a weapon against it. So if you're allowed to grow it, then it's behavior. Now you're talking law and order, not sickness and health.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
let's face it, it's a society that creates a whole class or a sector of people that are intended to be
It's the monetary
wasted.
system.
Yeah.
It's the fucking
They're
monetary.
Yeah,
intended to
greed,
be
man. Fucking greed, dude. That's
wasted.
all it comes down to.
And if you have a different way of thinking or your mind runs differently, you're just psychodivergent. You're not ADHD or psychotic or
Yeah, well,
Those that didn't exist.
Actually, it's neurodivergent.
Yeah,
The word is
neurodivergent.
neurodivergent.
Yeah, neurodivergent. Yeah. And I like that. I like psychodivergent too because I believe I'm that too. But it's as psychedelics, right? Like I'm a big advocate for that.
It's like
But
the village idiot. It's like the whole village. If there was a crazy person, the village saw that person as one of us, one of all of us is that. That's the
yeah.
sign. We are becoming that person. If there's a homeless
Right.
person, there's
Well,
something
which is
homeless
crazy too. So like
about
if
us all.
like schizophrenics and all this stuff too, like in tribal things, like they were the shaman. They were the ones speaking to other people, and still in cultures today, I believe in India and stuff too. Like if you kind of if you're off the rails stuff, like
Yeah.
they support that. They like take like if they're hearing voices, like that's a message from the gods or whatever, right? Like
FYI,
and so
CP
they don't.
Mays. See what you did?
Yeah, CP Mays. Yeah, you see, I was about to say that. I'm like, all this started because CP Mays, man. We went off on a tangent. We got a few more people, so let's keep this show going. Coming up next, we've got my brother from another mother. Love this man so much, dude. I ain't talked to you in a minute on IG, dude. We need to have a conversation this weekend, man. Just catch up. I miss you. I love you. I love that you've been playing piano for us too. I didn't even know you played the piano until you fucking and that Moonlit song that you did, that's one of my favorites fucking songs, bro. And you crushed it, boy. Yeah, so if you can unmute yourself and bless us with art, I would appreciate it, brother.
Are you talking to me?
Nah, Nemo
No,
does.
there's another piano man here. What's going on?
Yeah, oh, that's right. You haven't heard Nemo on the
No, I have
Ivy.
not heard Nemo.
So it was funny too because when he did play the piano, I'm like, oh, like I was like, man, I'm missing a Cece, and I'm like, nah, Cece's missing this.
I'm missing this.
Yeah.
I'm missing this. I saw my name way down the list.
I'll play
oh
soon.
shit! Nemo's a piano man. I love it,
Dude,
man.
he crushed it too, man. Like,
are you writing your own lyrics? This is your shit?
Oh no. I have some Chopin, I have some Beethoven. So much classical.
Oh fuck, man. Unbelievable.
So I would like to share a micro poem. I had a whole thing I was going to do based on the conversation that's been happening. I've changed. I have a micro I'd like to share with you, and then I'd like to do something special.
Damn.
The micro goes thusly. I find my pill case. Today isn't empty. And suddenly the day makes sense. I can never stray too far from my medicine because it changes who I am. My personality, the one I want, comes from a handful of little shapes and sizes with nonsensical numbers neatly printed that must mean something to someone who isn't here. I'm bound to this piece of plastic labeled with the days of the week so I don't forget what it takes to be me every day. And then I'd like to do a piece, a collaboration with the Magus, Gustav. If you would join me, we'd like to do the neurodivergent versus piece.
all right, give me 1 second to pin you guys both up here in the spotlight. All right.
So this is neurodivergent versus
follies and fallacies, defying analyses, dreams and illusions, powerful delusions, the seeds of destruction, undermine your construction, enter at your own risk, erase the hard disk, leave a message at the tone, then please put down your fucking phone, lather, rinse, repeat, refuse to accept defeat, stop to see the beauty around you, don't let the bastards confound you, believe in yourself, it's the only way, suffer no fools and live for today. I'm neurodivergent. I'm the Godhead emergent.
endless emergencies, pointless insurgencies. In the state of confusion, it is all a delusion. Why accept the vain seduction when all that comes is soul reduction? The vows they speak are asterisked. Your friends will all be stopped and frisked. These golems made of flesh and bone would like to buy an ice cream cone. Only with your guests replete can you hit the big delete. Someday these ties will no longer bind you. Until that day, let the good leaf unwind you. It's upside down, the acrobats say, illuminated by yesterday. I'm neurodivergent, the garbage phoenix resurgent.
Blindly following, pig-like wallowing, climb out of the sty. Don't be that guy. Put down the shit sandwich, adopt a new plan which will help us overcome, but there's no rule of thumb. Bring peace to all lovers as the UFO hovers and aliens beckon. It's true, I reckon, that love conquers all. Winter, spring, summer, fall, a plan for all seasons with no rhyme or reasons. I'm neurodivergent. My words are urgent.
Like a bird on the wing, learn to dance, learn to sing. It doesn't matter how high you fly, your body falls down the day you die. Now you're stuck in a ditch. Well, ain't that a bitch? Your comeuppance has come. You cannot say that you're stunned. It's under your covers. It starts with our mothers. The show begins in a second. To the stage, I am beckoned. These walls will fall. They'll be having a ball. The goth girls are grieving. These fields are Elysian. I'm neurodivergent, ley lines convergent.
Transphobia is stupid. Arrows from Cupid pierce your heart. Now where to start? Love knows no gender. Refuse to surrender to the mindless hatred. Is nothing sacred? Feel it in your bones. For that love you Jones try to remember. January to December, all the year round. Fall into the sound of love made manifest. Trust me, it's the best. My neurodivergent love song. It's all right. It's never wrong.
Your line has been muted. Your rug has been scooted. Your scandalous art is coming apart. You've been on a bender. Now you're stuck to a fender. Feeling raw, being naked. Your flaws are paraded. On and on with their baloney. Their heads are full of mascarpone. Some you chop and some dismember. Burn it all and smell the ember. When the drinks are finally downed, they'll find an old queen, newly crowned, thick of neck and slight of wrist, the #1 somnambulist. This neurodivergent love story has come to a close in all its glory.
The poem is done.
And we've rocked to the core.
We hope you had fun, because there ain't any more. Thank you.
So
Thank
dope.
you.
That was amazing,
You got
man.
me dancing off that one. That was awesome.
Yeah, I
Right,
think he kind of
everybody.
established how muscularly strong the safety of this place is for people to be who they are. So, Thomas Catalyst
I
does
named it
stand
Open
up,
Minds, Open
take it.
Mic for a reason. I wanted the weird. I wanted the intransigent, I wanted the people who weren't afraid to be themselves, to have a safe place to be
Yeah.
themselves.
Divine imperfection.
Exactly, right? Man, I love y'all too. Like the both of y'all, like fucking y'all my brothers, man. I fucking love y'all so much, dude. Like y'all are always on my mind, man. And to hear y'all come up with collab. Magus, I'm now crowning you. It's official. You are the collab king. I think
Yeah.
I
I've
think you
never
have more
done one.
collabs than
Absolutely.
anybody else, dude. Like I think I
I
have
think
like
I should.
3 collabs with Magus myself, 3 or 4. Like I've lost count almost. Like, and we got another one in the mix too. Yeah, 3, and then we got one in the mix too. Like he's the collab king. I'm giving him the crown. Deserved it. Yeah.
I've never done one. I'd be honored. You should
Oh, I
roll.
would wanna. I wanna hear that.
Hit
Oh,
me
yeah.
up, CC.
All
CC,
right, all
hit
right.
me up,
Tell me,
CC.
you show me how you go about doing this, and we'll make it happen.
You should
Yeah.
do it
That'll-
with Nemo, two piano players.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
he's
that would be.
actually. I mean, if he's doing, Beethoven, Bach, and Mozart, and shit, he could read. He's a musician. I got a feeling I'm about to be impressed.
Yeah.
Let's hear those keys. I want to hear the keys.
Yeah. But
You
bust
got
out
them in
some
front of
keys
you?
for
Are you
us,
sitting at a
man.
If
piano?
there's a round 2, I will play.
All right.
Yeah.
You
If
don't.
there's a
All
round
right.
2, I will play.
I don't know. You know what? I'm feeling pretty good tonight. Yeah, I think there might be a round 2. Cause coming up next, we've got the lovely Terri Rose, and Amadeus came by. I think it's his second time here, man. Amazing poet. So glad. And we got Cozzy Coz, and then CC. So maybe if CC wants to play and you want to play, we can coordinate that. for the end of round one. And then you know what? Cee Santos is their first time here. And they want to see round two. I think we're gonna go for round two tonight. Catalyst is in the house. I think, I think we're gonna go for round two. I haven't been doing round twos recently because I have my buddy from Florida has been staying up here with us. His grandfather just passed away and stuff. He's been helping us, pay the bills. And he's out working right now, you know what I'm saying? Like making money for the fam and supporting our goal and our dreams. So I've been kind of, cutting out, to spend time with him. But he's out working, Catalyst in the house, like we doing a round two. So y'all look forward to that. But coming up next, we have the beautiful Terri Rose Jerson.
Hi, what's up?
Hey.
Oh, I got a new art program that I've been working on, and I'm working on your cover, and I think you're gonna be impressed with what we're coming up
Yeah,
with now. Yeah, it's they're coming out dope now. So
because I got enough material for a few more books, so I definitely want to get one in the works
yeah, I
and get
got
it
you on the
going.
artwork, homegirl. You know that.
Awesome, awesome, great. Okay, here we go. We don't kill all our dragons quickly, anyway. Years have passed in and out of addictions, substituting one for another, doing time in the bars, hooking up with randos. I tested myself for sex addiction and I failed. My drug of choice was alcohol, and under the influence, I would not prevail. Make life altering bad decisions, one after another, when my wet brain decided that this must stop. The dragon persisted, though, even when I wanted him to go, until he was vanquished, finally dead, been gone for 17 years, without pomp and circumstance. No eulogy was written because evil didn't deserve one. Maybe last night a dragon did appear in the smoke and breathed fire upon them. Will this get my wishes to the universe any faster, or was it his wish to return to cause me more harm? I breathed in deeply, causing my lungs to expel his fumes, violently stabbing me in the chest. Unwelcome guest felt like it was going to cave in, recalling all those dragon caves filled with sulfur, stale cigarettes, and puke.
Wow, so dope, so dope.
Wow.
You got another one for us, or are you
Probably.
summoned to look at?
17 years, huh?
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm at a yeah, she says yeah, you gonna be catching up to oh my man Dark Man Blues, but he got like 38 books out or something like that. Samuel Rain.
I only
He
got
has like
one out.
yeah, I think he's at. I haven't even put out mine yet. Before I publish my book, which I've been working on, you know what I mean? I've been writing quite a bit. That's why I started this open mic was because I wanted to write poetry more. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a little open mic thing, like I did not a year ago when I started this shit, I did not in my wildest dreams would have imagined that it will become what it is, man. Like, and like I said, it's because of y'all, man. Like, I have some really cool people that want to hang out every Friday and read poetry, man, and
I
it's a
got
good thing.
I got a short piece I just wrote. It's new shit.
Yeah.
New shit. I refuse to sell my soul to the devil because, for one thing, he can't afford it. Talking about how some people want it all. Give me the world on a silver platter, and what would it mean? With no one to share or truly care for me. The thing that's more valuable than gold and just as elusive is to find true love here on this limited plane, this planet filled with hate. I've been searching for the love of a lifetime, and I thought I did so many times, only to realize I was mistaken. Coming so close I could taste it. We are all on the same quest, but sadly, most never find it. So that's me. Sorry, don't have anything on the happier note.
It's all good, yo. That I've thoroughly enjoyed that.
Love your wisdom.
Yeah,
Oh,
and me and
listen.
Catalyst believe that we like found true love. Like we were so like I'm from South Florida, she's from Alberta, Canada. Like we only found through our friend Donnie, like somehow, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that we're together, when we're like we want everyone to fall in love. We need to like somehow like find everyone their person. Like if you don't have your person, we're gonna find your person for you because I believe there's someone for everyone.
I believe you guys found each other and that you
Yeah,
are each
like
other's persons. I
yeah,
do
right.
believe
Like
that. And my niece has found her person.
yeah,
Her husband
congratulations
is
to
her
her.
person. You just know when people have found their people, you just know it. But you also know when they have not found their people and they're unhappily
Yeah.
married.
Sometimes
We
that,
need
but
more.
sometimes that takes a while to find that out, though.
Yeah,
We
it
need
is just a
more
bitch, man.
platforms
I'm
to
telling you, but
communicate with each
I'm happy that you guys found each other. But I just want to plug one thing real quick. Tomorrow at 9 is karaoke night. Come
Oh,
through
I'm
if
gonna be
you're
there.
not doing anything. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. But
Yeah, link
yeah,
it
we
up. That
haven't
was so
really
much
had a
fun when we
heavy
did.
load of people in there, so there's lots of room for people to come and just, if you don't want to sing, you can read a poem, I guess.
All right. Thank you so much, Terry, for that.
Thanks.
Coming up next, we have Amadeus. I believe it's your second time here. First when you said, I said like, wow. I'm so glad that you're back for a second time, man, and I hope you're enjoying the space. So Amadeus, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or we say in the Philippines, magandang umaga. Right now, it is 9:10 a.m. here in the Philippines, and it's already Saturday. Is it okay if I share screen? Is
Yeah,
it okay?
yeah, can you do it, or I think I need to make you co-host for you to be able to.
All right.
Can you handle the responsibility?
Yeah, I got this, babe. All right. I think
Is it
you
good?
should be able to now. Yeah, try to share screen now.
All right. I'd like to show you something. It's a visual poetry. Actually, it's a multiple forms of poetry. I was inspired by the digital collage of Nona Leia, actually. So here it is. Did you see it?
Yeah, we're seeing it. We're seeing it.
Yes.
So there's an artistry going on here. So I just like to share. There are 6 different Amadeus, 6 different timelines. And in those timelines, one did a haiku, one did a couplet, one did a nonet, the other did a visual poem, the other did an acrostic, and the other one did a cinquain. And they all talk about these. And that's why it is entitled Amadisian Variants. So I would like to perform one of this poem, and it's just a short one. May the queen rule with wisdom and grace as her bees work in her warm embrace. So this is my visual poem, my very first visual poem, actually. But it is the first time I did it to dedicate to people who are into visual poetry. So Nona, you're one of them, and thank you for sharing your works. And I really enjoyed some of your collage, actually. Anyway, I'll stop sharing, and if it's okay, I'd like to share a piece with y'all.
I would appreciate it, man. And I
All
think I
right.
want to get into visual poetry more myself. You inspired me.
Thank you very much. So the title of this piece, it's a wordplay actually, and this one is dedicated to you, the host, and it's entitled Lavina Diana Divina. Melodic, electric, eccentric, erratic, no time for people who are so dramatic, aesthetic, similar to the works of Masonic. Lavina is here and the magic is chaotic. 33 poems done in 3 hours. That is fantastic. But how can this be? Then my emotions go poetic. Diana giving me words that are so majestic, poetic. No wet day, I'm so poetic. 1, 2, 3, 4, or AABB, or 4 stanzas. Maybe a hint of love and bitterness. It is so generic, pathetic, even when it is said with such hysteric. My words today are just coming out and it's so automatic. Amateurs, poems should be strong and universalistic. Emotions or energy in motions are today so ballistic. My mind goes sadistic. Divina behavior goes erratic, hypnotic, and may my art lovers go fanatic, even if it's not romantic. For that's what artistry is, not settling for art forms that are emetic. Mediocrity goes to generic to genetic. Aesthetic becomes theoretic. Theoretic becomes dogmatic. Dogmatic gives birth to idiosyncratic. I end this by saying work hard on your craft, and may you deserve the ranks and titles of magic, poetic, Celtic, hermetic, and esoteric. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Incredible, man.
That's a beautiful contribution, expanding the palette of what we do here.
Thank you so much for that blessing.
I appreciate
Thank you for that.
So
And
many
visual
different
poetry
levels.
used to be also concrete poetry, where the words made a picture, like, you know, that's, or in a spiral or an actual image. I have one of Chief Seattle's Lament. That's a
Yeah,
concrete
what's his
poem.
who's it? Martin Parker or something? He's really good.
Parquillian.
Parquillian, yeah. Parquillian. He's got some really cool visual poetry. All right, let's keep the show on the road. Yo, Amadeus, thank you so much. I'm excited for you in round 2. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Coming up next though, we've got Cozzy Coz. Yeah, brother, if you can unmute yourself and bless us with some words.
Hello, hello. How is everybody? All right. All right. So last time I was here, I did my ABCs to the letter V. So tonight I will end it. So without further ado, I present to you the letters W, X, Y, and Z. Whenever we willingly withstand the wily, woeful wailings which wantonly, whiny, worry-warts warringly whisper, well-worded wisdom is warrantedly welcome. Wise and worthy whistle-blowing wizards wisely warn the wearily warned, whilst wretchedly wasteful worms wrongly withhold wages. Now wide wandering weeping willows do wonderfully whistle whimsically windy wooings while warmly winking and waving at winter's wiltingly weathered wrath. But weakly I'm weakened, wondrously wondering who would willfully want to welchingly waste what we're so wealthily worth. I wish to wrestle with this wily wail of a wryly weakening wrong, whether I win or not. Now Xena, the xylophonically xenophobic xenophobe, xenophobically Xerox, Xavier's and Xerxes' X-rated Xanax inspired X-rays, making Xanthium and Xenon the xylophonic Xanadus. Yeah, yakety yakking Yalitza and yit yapping Yolanda over yonder, yelled yawningly cause yammering yachties yolkishly yellowish, yacht is yeastly yellower than yin yang's yellow yaw. Now, yes, youthfully Yuletide yesterdays yearnfully yell for yesteryear's young yo-yoing youth, yokelessly yodeling yokels, yielding to yokelishly yelping Yellowstone Yosemite. But for years, I yelled for the San Yankees yoga yams at yoga. And oh yeah, Yanni. Lastly, zestily zany zigzagging zebras, zenly zippity doodine in Zimbabwe, Zanzibar, Zambia, and Zaire are zippily zoomed into zealously zoned zoos by Zumba zealous Zulus and zephyrusly zenithin zeppelins zipping over Zion, Zoro sacking Jaja. So now that y'all know my APC, hopefully next time y'all say it with me. Thank you.
Yo, okay, thank you, man. That entire poem, um, it's so yeah. I want to hear all of them together, man. Like, and I think when you came, you didn't, you started on like M or so, like, you didn't start with A. You started like
Feature.
half. Yeah, you know what? Coming New Year, we haven't started booking people for New Year because we're gonna start booking features every other Friday. So we have one Friday that's open mic like this, and then we'll do a feature, and then this way everyone still gets their time to shine, but we can also get more on open mics in, and it's a little easier on me because I don't have to come up with this artwork and promotion for the people. So yeah, I would love to feature you and have you do the alphabet for us, like if you're able to do it, like do the stamina for that, like it's insane, man. But yeah, thank you so much, Cozzy,
I
bro.
think you said
You're
what, to the
muted.
21-minute read if you did the whole thing, something like that.
22. Oh, I would love that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Did
muted, Cozzy, so we can't hear you. But yeah, I
Kazi,
would.
yeah. Did you say how many minutes take
Oh,
you to read?
yeah. Oh, sorry. 22. My phone cut out. I've disappeared for a little bit. 22 minutes long, the whole thing. I got it all up here. I'm ready for a feature, man. Whenever you want it, man.
Yo,
All
this
26.
in January, because we deliberately didn't haven't booked anyone because we want to start the new year with some fresh features and stuff. And Cozzy, I'm gonna get you in on January. I'm gonna hit you up and let you know the dates that we have available, and we'll work it out, man. I would love to hear the entire alphabet poem because this man has done an amazing thing with it. It's a masterpiece. And so, dude,
Thank
spit
you.
because I'm a rapper too,
Thank
right?
you.
And I freestyle stuff, and I be spitting, right? Like you hear a lot of my poetry be flowing, right? And so for
Mm-hmm,
you to
mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm.
hit like dude, I respect your cadence, your stamina, your lung control, your breath control, like it's dope, man. You dope. All right, but we gonna keep the
Thank
show
you.
moving,
Thank you
man,
so much.
and I'm gonna hit you up for that feature.
Thank you.
So closing out the round,
Yes.
we got Frog Corpse actually coming in, and then CC. So Frog Corpse showed up, so we're gonna be blessed with some of those, thankfully. So Frog Corpse, if you can unmute, brother, and do your thing, man, I appreciate it. Frog, he might have hopped away. He just got in though. So throw him on there. Well, we're gonna give him a minute to see what's going on with Frog. In the meantime, I guess I can read the one that I was gonna start round two with.
Oh, can I do my song because I'm getting really sleepy?
Okay, yeah,
Or wait.
yeah, Frog ain't coming. Yeah, go ahead and do your song.
Okay,
Is it
so
a
I'm gonna
shorter one?
sing Show Yourself from Frozen 2 because I actually like that song. And everybody loves the Let It Go song, so of course. Every inch of sorry. Every inch of me is trembling, but not from the cold. Something is familiar, like a dream I can reach but not quite hold. I can sense you there, like a friend I've always known. I'm arriving, and it feels like I am home. I have always been a fortress, cold secrets deep inside. You have secrets too, but you don't have to hide. Show yourself, I'm dying to meet you. show yourself, it's your turn. Are you the one I've been looking for all of my life? Oh, show yourself, I'm ready to learn. Ah, I never felt so certain. All my life I've been torn, but I'm here for a reason. Could it be the reason I was born? I have always been so different. Normal rules did not apply. Is this the day? Are you the way? I finally find out why. Show yourself. I'm no longer trembling. Here I am. I've come so far. You are the answer that I waited for all my life. Oh, show yourself. Let me see who you are. Come to me now. Open your door. Don't make me wait one moment more. Oh, come to me now. Open your door. Don't make me wait one moment more. Where the north wind meets the sea, oh, there's a river full of memory. Come, my darling, homeward bound. I am found. Show yourself. Step into your power. Grow yourself into something new. You're the one you've been waiting for all of my life, all of your life. Oh, show yourself. Elsa. Yeah.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Alex. We really appreciate that. Me and my wife are vibing. We love that movie, and I love that you're right there. Or
Yeah.
he wrote it, or I don't know. I don't know. Was that one you wrote, or was that from the?
It's from the movie. I just memorized it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from the
My
second one,
wife says it
Frozen
felt
2.
like you wrote it. She says.
No, it's from Frozen 2. It's
Uh,
actually, you can actually look it up on YouTube.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen Frozen 2. I'll have to
Yeah.
watch it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, man. We really appreciate it.
Okay, I'm
Frog, you
gonna go
back, brother?
I'm gonna get ready to sleep. Good night.
Good night. We love you, Alex. What a cool man. All right, Frog, you back? Ribbit, ribbit. He's just being a corpse over there, man. So we're gonna keep Frog tentative. But that leads us to Cece closing us out for round one, and then we'll go into round two. I got the list right here. But I'm thinking like if you want to close out the round, like do a segue, we still have Nemo here, and I would love to hear if y'all can get on some sort of dueling ivories or like play a song together. That would be amazing. Nemo, you up? CC, you up?
He's a musician, and then people who are musicians and they play with me. They have to basically lay the thing down, and then I could sort of muddle along and lay like a thing on top. I've done it on
Oh,
guitar.
that'll sound good.
I've never done it with piano. I've done it with guitar, but it takes a
Yeah.
while to find it, you know. So I have a guitar here, but I don't know. I've never done the.
I will.
I haven't done
Yeah,
that.
we'll put that on the back
I'll do
burner
a
then.
song. I'll do a song.
Yeah,
I call
play the
those
song.
fancy notes.
And I miss you. She's like, that's a fancy way of saying no. All right. But yeah, man, I miss you, brother, and I'm excited.
Are we good? You want to hear a song? All right, okay. This is Forever Hum. It was the first time that I did piano and lyrics live, original on an open mic, and and back then I could only do one, and then maybe a week later another. Right now I got it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a new one, a 9, an old one, and one I'm trying to learn that's also old, and 10. So I actually am working on 10 original pieces right now, and I'm moving over to an electric keyboard. I don't know. This is beautiful. You cannot beat an acoustic piano. It's not. There's no digital or electric piano that can touch an acoustic. But this is. Life is only death, but not forever. Rivers only waters, not dry bones. You see, love is only, everything is a miracle. And you and I, the song, forever hum. Noon is only midnight as the world dreams. Time is only clocks, not broken yet. And a knife is just a tool, a useful, kind one, that no one ever needs to harm true love with. A man is just a womb without a gravestone. And a child only tears that wait to laugh. And aging is just a series of soul lessons, as if all moments equal one lifespan. I missed that one. While hunger is the price of dreams become form, and thirst reminds the oceans they're not sky. And eyes and ears are always learning to feel. Further than you see why you are here. While the ground of love is only all the sky knows. Where sight becomes how beauty can let the blind see. Where visions lift the heart up and rest in peace there. Where you can catch your last breath and walk your soul home. Life is only death, but not forever. Rivers only waters, not dry bones. And love is only everything is a miracle. And you and I, the song. Forever.
More.
Okay, yes, so we want
Amazing.
to hear more from CC, but look, I had a special request. CC, my man
Yes.
CP wants to do a little free while you tickle the piano keys. And so I was thinking about freestyling on it too with it. So if you want, you could play some piano, my man CP and CC might see these bars go spit now, you know what I'm saying? A little open mind might jump in.
It takes a while to kind of find it, and it'll be minimal, but yes, absolutely.
All you
Let's
gotta
do
do is
this.
play a cool fucking riff that we can spit to, man. You got this, brother. All right, CP, unmute yourself. I'm gonna spotlight both of y'all so we could, see y'all up on the big thing.
Wherever you want to take it, I'll go there with you.
So CP, do me a favor though, because you're gonna need to have your original audio on, and make sure there's no interference here. Do the original audio for musicians. And are you listening through headphones or out of your output like speakers?
Output speakers.
Then put the echo cancellation on, or you sound so much better already. We're gonna get it because we want to be able to hear both y'all at the same time, right? So, I think you might have the settings because you already sound a little better. CC, if you could play a little tune and then give us a sound check, CP.
Sound check.
One, two, test these three. That's the four. I got those. That's the count.
All right, you might have to speak up a little loud. We could hear you pretty good, but it was a little muffled and kind of outcoming. So but I know your energy, bro. Fucking spit it, rip it. Amazing stuff happening to close out round one. Bless. Thank you.
They say when it's all said and done. When it's all said and done and we run. When we run from ourselves so fast, so far, so long, that we stumble across ivory keys tickling the piano in our tombstone. Do you know the CC and CC stands for Cool Cat? Did you know when it's time to live and die, fight for your breath, fight for your right. Sometimes you gotta fight for the middle of the night. Might. Do you know strong you are.
I'm liking that, man. And you had to really fight for what you had to say over the piano, right? Like that's funny because in the
That
comments
was
they're like, "That's
so
funny. You got to
cool,
tell
man.
CP to speak up." And I'm like, he's got to fight for the mic over the,
That was so
That was
cool.
dope, man. That was dope. Hey, CC, man, I love you. CP, I love you.
Yes,
If
sir.
you wanna start off round, because I'm gonna go ahead and start off round two. I was gonna do it. I got two pieces I could do. I would like to try to do Whispers in the Wind with you if you still have that shared doc that we had.
Ooh.
I know we haven't really rehearsed it much, but you know, what I'm saying I remember when we went over it the first time, you spit it and you kind of you feel the, you know what I mean? So I think we could do that.
I think we should probably rehearse it before, because I don't want to fumble something you wrote. You know what I'm saying? Like when
Nah,
when I
don't worry about if you fumble or not, man. I think we just go we should do it. I want to read it, man. Yeah, yeah. It should be in in your shared docs there. So me and CP, I had this idea for this song, right? I want to get a bunch of different people on it, and I put no deadline on it. It's whenever. Zamkanto and Sfango are gonna do a piece. My wife and my cousin are gonna do a piece to it. Magus and Daniel Fernandez are gonna do a piece. I would love if like Skiff and Frog could do a piece. And so it's like a dueling verse, and the format of it it basically like the first stanza is a back and forth for bars, and then the rest of it is where we spit half the bars, but the bars could be read individually too. Like it's a very complete. You know what? Let me pull this up on a shared screen. Yeah, I think that'll make it easier because then CP, if you want, if you can't find it, you could just follow along with the rest of us on the share screen. Here we go. Hold up.
It's my favorite show on Fridays.
Yeah, she gets to live it here in the live in the living room. How do I zoom in?
I found it.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna share screen too with it too, so they can see the lyrics behind it. So this it's a pretty dope song, man. I'm hoping that Oh, Nona, love you. Bye. Let me check everybody else. We're good. Love you. Thank you for everything you do. Talk to you soon. See you soon. You have a wonderful weekend. I love you. Okay. All right, yo. So this is something that I was working on, and I want it to be like a collab piece with a bunch of different people, but it's gonna be a song. It's the first song that we're gonna do together, and I wrote it as a poem at first, and I want to see Peter like come in and do like a hook, and he read it and was just like, I can't hold a match. I can't hold a flame to that. He's like, that shit. Like people pay millions of dollars to have songs like that written, and he's like, I would be honored to spit it with you. So I was like, fuck yeah, like I'd be honored for you to spit it with me. So we pulled it up. We kind of split it into. I chopped it up into verses. I'm gonna share it with y'all on screen here. So the green parts are gonna be me. If you guys can you see it? We good. You can see it. Yeah, all right, cool. So the green parts is me. The gold parts is CP. So I like broke this up, and then halfway through here, we split the thing, right? So yeah, it's really interesting. And its inspiration was like talking to your spirit guides, and mine's a wolf. So it's called Whispers in the Wind. You ready, CP?
Yeah.
All right. Took a long walk in a cold, dark forest.
Crosstalk with an old wolf, bark warmest.
Small talk, spoke stark honest.
Stories of long time past before us.
Glories that my mind must grasp, implore us.
Find time, study Eurobos, the wholeness.
And infinite soulless, no less. I need you to know this.
Notice.
And that line we're supposed to read together. Yeah, it's gonna be like when we mix it, is gonna be dope. Like we're both gonna say that line together. I'm gonna say I need you to know this, but he's gonna say I need you to know this. Over there. So yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. To those who go to show true bliss, agree to proceed.
Don't miss.
Must spread light.
My bad. I think my internet's chopping in and out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good. See, this is why we couldn't do it as a
I'll
collab.
read
We're gonna
it.
have
I
to
always
record
read
our
it
pieces
in
and
the
then
field
mix them
text
together.
anyway. I'll read it.
Yeah. You want to do it with me, babe?
Yeah. Start it.
Yes.
Start it. Notice. Go.
All right. Hold on. Find time. Which, babe, start with the find time study
Breathe.
or bar. So hold on.
Okay. Find time, study Ouroboros, the wholeness.
And it, and infinite
I need
solace,
you to
no
know
less.
this.
I need you to know this. To those who show true bliss, agree to
Don't
proceed.
miss.
Must
Do
spread
what's
light.
right.
Trust shed
Leave none
bread.
left.
We already won.
We're already one.
See far once.
Steady up, son.
Leave no trace.
Believe, have faith.
Keep no fate.
Believe that. This
I
is
mean, keep.
hard.
Wait, yes, it's hard to spit. Like that's why we need to
No,
record
it's
our.
hard
Nah.
because I can hear you in two
I know, and
different
it's an echo.
spaces.
We have to read it. Yeah, it's weird. Hey, how about this? I'm just gonna
Amazing.
spit it for y'all. All right.
All right,
I'm
there
just spit
you
it for y'all.
go.
Cause it's, with lag. All right. Took a long walk in a cold, dark forest, cross-talk with an old wolf bark warm and small thoughts spoke stark honest, stories of a time long past before us, glories that my mind must grasp, implore of us, find time, study Ouroboros, a wholeness and infinite solace, no less. I need you to notice. To those who show true bliss, agree to proceed, don't miss, must spread light, do what's right, trust, shed breath, leave none left. We already won, we're already won, see far once, steady up, son, leave no trace, believe, have faith, keep no hate, relieve bad traits. The old wolf howled, hunger in his eyes, let out a growl, wonder in my mind, woke up proud, words on my spine, spoke up loud, heard just in time. And then the hook. Yeah, that's hard to spit, but like we're gonna do it back and forth and mix it. It's gonna sound dope because like with his deeper voice and my yeah. So, but anyways, yeah. And then the hook's like warrior spirit is burning so bright. Teacher pivot this yearning go fight. Breach closed minds, pride open wide. Reach most kind, guide the broken eyed. But yeah, haven't read that in a while either. But yeah, man, it's gonna sound dope. I appreciate y'all for bearing with us through that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Um, the lyrics are there. It's just we gotta record it. Yeah, yeah. If you ain't having fun, you're doing it wrong, right? Hey, thank y'all so much, CC and CP for doing that, and thank y'all for doing what you do. And we gonna continue on to round two. I'm just trying to remove the spotlights from these very handsome gentlemen. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and start round two off with Alex left, and Nona left, so it's on Magus. Unless y'all wanted to hear, uh, should we do Magus is here, sorry. Magus, if you're not sure what to do for round two, I would love to do one of our collabs.
I was gonna do a Beastie Boys song called
Oh,
Bodhisattva
fuck yeah.
Vow.
Fuck yeah, do that.
Okay. As I develop the awakening mind, I praise the Buddhas as they shine. I bow before you as I travel my path. To join your ranks, I make my full-time task. For the sake of all beings, I seek the enlightened mind that I know I'll reap. Respect the who give thanks to this world as a place to learn, and for this human body that I know I've earned. And I make my deepest thanks to all sentient beings, for without them I know there'd be no place to learn what I'm seeing. There's nothing here that's not been said before, but I put it down now so that I'll be sure to solidify my own views, and I'll be glad if it helps anyone else out too. If others disrespect me and give me flack, I stop and think before I react. knowing that they're going through insecure stages. I take the opportunity to exercise patience. I see it as a chance to help the other person, nip it in the bud before it can worsen. A chance for me to be strong and sure as I think on the Buddhas who have come before, as I praise and respect the good they've done, knowing that love can conquer hate in every situation. We need other people in order to create the circumstances for the learning that we're here to generate, situations that bring us our deepest fears so we can work to release them until they're cleared. Therefore, it only makes sense to thank our enemies despite their intent. The Bodhisattva vow is one of power and strength, a strength from within to go the length. Seeing others are as important as myself. I strive for a healthy happiness of mental wealth, with the interconnectedness that we share as one. Every action that we take affects everyone. So in deciding for what a situation calls, there is a path for the good for all. I try to make my every action for the highest good, with the altruistic wish to achieve Buddhahood. So I pledge here before everyone who's listening to try to make my every action for the good of all beings for the rest of my lifetimes and even beyond. I vow to do my best to do no harm, and in times of doubt I can think on the Dharma and the enlightened ones who've graduated samsara. And rest in peace, MCA. Love you guys.
We love you too.
Yeah, we love you too, brother.
That was awesome.
Everybody unmute yourselves and give it up for the Magus. Gus
Vegas.
Awesome. Yeah.
You know, I've never done a freestyle collab. That's really risky, but I'm thinking it. Are you feeling it, CP?
Round two.
Can you freestyle collab?
Yo, me and Daniel actually did a freestyle collab as a tribute to Magus. You missed that one too. Yeah, so me and Daniel wanted to
How about
collab,
Magus?
and like,
You want a
cause he's
freestyle
impressed with my
collab?
freestyle skills.
That's
And
risky.
so
I
I
think you need
freestyled my
format.
verses and Daniel wrote it.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
No,
it was
everybody could
interesting. We
really
pulled it off
use
pretty
a
good.
joke, man.
All right, but yeah, we got Dre coming up, or Randy. Hey, Dad, to close out round one.
Randy, you want to close out round one now?
Tell a
Is
joke.
Frog Corpse back? Is Frog Corpse back?
I've been waiting on. He's still
Randy,
tentative.
you want to tell a joke
Yes,
now?
I am.
Frog's back.
Frog's back. Frog's back. Let him go.
Wait a minute, Frog's back. Wait a minute,
Or
Frog's
if
back.
if we can just slip a joke in from Randy real quick, I'm sure Frog won't mind. It's my
Okay,
my
Dad,
stepdad, my
tell a
dad.
joke. Just tell a joke before Frog croaks. All right, he's here.
All right. So this woman and her 7-year-old daughter board a plane. They get into their seats, get all settled in, and the little girl looks at her mother and says, "Mommy, if big dogs have small dogs and big cats have small cats, do big airplanes have small airplanes?" The mother, not knowing what to think, notices a stewardess across the aisle and tells the daughter, "Why don't you go ask the stewardess that question?" So the little girl goes up to the stewardess and says, "Hey, if big dogs have little dogs and big cats have little cats, do big planes have little planes?" And the stewardess, frustrated from loading the plane with all the passengers, looks at her and says, "Did your mother tell you to come over and ask me that?" And the little girl says, "Yeah, she did." And the stewardess says, "Well, go back to your mother and have her explain that we don't have little planes because we always pull out on time."
Oh man. Hey, thanks, Dad. I love you, man. Yeah, growing up
That was great.
growing
That
up
was
with this man was great. He's such a good joke teller. The ways he tells the
he
jokes too.
does.
His
He tells
delivery
them
is
so
so
good.
good, man. Like,
You'll get more of them.
yeah, so hopefully, Randy, man, you sitting there with mom's watching the show every Friday. If you can come in with a joke for us, man, we would all appreciate it, Dad.
Okay. Sounds
Oh,
good.
you agree? Cool. All right, man.
Agreed.
I
All
love you.
right.
I love
Love
y'all so
you.
much. Yeah, love y'all. Thank you for that, Joe, man. That was a good one. Y'all probably gonna try to repeat that too to some people. And it was a good, clean one. You know, sometimes he gets a little, so that was good. Uh, Coming up next, we got Frog Corpse. My brother, if you can unmute yourself and bless us with some words, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. I got you. Let's see which one is this? This is an old. Ooh, okay. All right. This is called the Graveyard Shift. Here I am again, speaking all this shit, climbing down a ladder into the hole I dig, shovel over shoulder, dirt we're throwing over. Deeper still I go to a place that's getting colder. I lay a pallet down and carve the spot we found. Roots are inching in, this coffin on the ground, and rest my eyes inside. This mirth on now I lie. Close the lid this time and nail me down inside. Throw the earth on me, slumber my eyes receive. This hole a square of peace, bearing what I need. Send flowers down to me and watch them rot like a dream. Place you refuse to see, remaining covered while I sleep. And I got another one real quick. What the fuck is this one?
Yeah, you're coming in a little muffled too, man. Like I was losing you a little bit on the thing. See if you could
I got you.
yeah.
Fragments. In the silence of my mind. Without her is like losing them. Losing home, missing a part of her. Why couldn't we grow? Swallowing ego, shelving dream. What the hell is wrong with me? Every day I count the days like we've all passed away, haunted by the ghost of you while bearing all my years. I hope that you sleep sound in a place that isn't home while moving from the truth, while I'm struggling to let you go. Each breath that separates our differences and growing old, laid to rest my yesterdays, carrying what I've known. I wish that I could change, refrain from being the same. I would rather starve than to feed on pain. Is it okay to forget your name? I couldn't wait for the day the spark goes away. It's all right and they're all wrong, and footsteps, a sorrow song, and I'll still be dead when morning comes. I'll get what I want. But I remember your eyes. I throw away all this pride. Funny how you call me when you're all alone and no one's talking. I wanted to lie next to you. That was the only peace that I ever knew. Is that too much to put on you? Or is it another excuse that you live on through? I wait until the sun dies. I've been waiting for this moment all my life, in the silence of my mind.
Fuck yeah, Frog. Oh, I love how you ended that one too, man. Wait for all time in the
Does it again.
silence of my mind and just fucking
Awesome.
leaves it and then just mutes and shit. Goes back in the shadow, hops off. Man, fucking love you, brother. I love your delivery. Everybody unmute yourselves and give it up for Frog Corpse.
Froggy Frog, we love you. Woo! You're freaking awesome.
All right, Frog Corpse.
Friggin' awesome.
Hear you. Good to hear you. For those of
Fucking
you
love
waiting
that.
on my projects, including Frog, it's been a rough summer, but I haven't forgot it. Things are coming back online.
Yeah, we got some stuff too going. Me and Frog, of course, is that we in CP and Skiff, like, but like we just art can't be rushed, right? Like it has to like come the way it comes, and when it
Mm.
happens, it'll be magic. It's worth the wait. You can't rush creativity, right? Me and Magus did a collab in under an hour, where sometimes it takes us, months. So it's yeah. But thank you so much for that, Frog Corpse. Coming up next, we've got Drake, Andres, Reyes. If you did, oh yeah, heck yeah, yeah, Jay's still here. Yo, my wife loves you, bro. She's like bugging because she hasn't got the. She usually edits the
Hey,
videos.
Jay.
So she hasn't got to hear you yet, right? And like you've been just on the reason, so she hasn't got to your shit yet. But what we're thinking about doing is we're gonna work in a sandwich style. We're gonna have she's gonna edit all the newer videos going back, and we're gonna have someone editing the other ones and race to the middle. But yeah, Dre, if you could fucking bless us with some words, brother, I would appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be here, first off and foremost, and it's awesome that there's a round two. Since some of y'all haven't heard much of my poetry, I'm gonna hit you with some food poetry. I hope you like weird shit. This is for the freaks out there. Oh, Crab Rangoon, you fill me up with fulfillments when you're filling face plants onto a field of my taste buds. Every time I have you inside my oral cavern, I cannot help but wants to crush you with my stalagmite teeth and swallow you into my abyss while I enjoy feeling you disintegrate slowly under my pressure as you slide all the way down to the pit of my being. Oh, Crab Rangoon, perfectly highly addictive yet perfectly legal drug. And yes, I did say drug. Have you ever eaten one and not feel dopamine and serotonin flood every mini vessel in your being with the utmost sense of culinary nirvana? Oh, Crab Rangoon, you are the Asian equivalents to Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. In life, there should be only two universal defining periods: life before and after accepting Crab Rangoon as your Lord, Savior, and demigod. Oh, Crab Rangoon, you miracle of life! If you were made in your original pure form, the pharmaceutical industry would cease to exist because you cure all. I'll never forget the time I had that stomach ache, and you, with your crunchy exterior and your cheesy, creamy, crabby holiness, you are the body of Christ. Your healing powers influenced me to start an underground street fighting club called Crab Rangoon Club. And the first rule of Crab Rangoon Club is that we definitely talk about Crab Rangoon Club. Oh, Crab Rangoon, the joy and despair of all, how they rewrote the history books. Oh, you, Crab Rangoon, every 80s power ballad and 70s adult film was inspired by you in some weird way by your rich sexual white chocolates. Oh, Crab Rangoon, I am a goon for you, always have and always will. Yeah, there's that one.
Yo, I fucking love Crab Rangoon. Me and Randy, the guy, my stepdad, bro, like, we order that shit. That's how we judge a restaurant, is how good they can make their Crab Rangoon. But the best I've had was my buddy's mom. There was a cooking competition going on, and she made these Crab Rangoons. She had to make, I think, 100 individual dumplings for the competition for the judges and for and we ate all 100 of them. We had to run back out. We stayed up till like 6 in the morning to cook a whole nother one because they were so good that just the three of us, me, my buddy, and his mom, ate 100. We had like 30 some odd each and ate the whole competition batch and had to go run back to the grocery, get all the parts, and stay up all night with the to remake. We couldn't just leave her on, right? But yeah,
Oh,
it was
wow.
they were so good, and she won. She won first place. Those crab and that poem won first place in the Crab Rangoon category of poems for sure. I want a Crab Rangoon so bad now. Fucking love you, man. Everybody unmute yourselves and give it up for. You got to give it up for Crab Rangoons.
Now
That
we're
was
all hungry.
amazing.
I'm gonna have to Google what crab rangoon is because I've never
Me
heard of
too.
it.
I'm sitting over
Oh,
here like
your
whatever this
mind is
is.
gonna
I've never heard of it,
blow.
but that was really
Oh
epic
my
and
god.
awesome.
Oh, well, you're gonna find
But
out.
I'm
You're gonna
so
love some.
jealous.
I tell
I feel
you,
so left out right
it's decadent. Like I
Yeah,
said, once you pop, you don't stop.
you can't stop. All right, so coming up next, we've got CP Mace who's out for no wait, I totally got mixed up on this list. Okay, it's Prince P. My boy Prince P. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, I'd appreciate it, brother.
I was sharing one poem. Ascending moon, I see your eye. You're glowing before us all. In all seasons, even in the fall, I myself had witnessed with a faraway view that you are like a lighthouse, while you light God's house with luxurious light in the night. At night, sometimes appear at the beaming tower you are in this sit in stillness, facing the ascending moon you are. Poem.
Yo, Prince P, thank you so much for that. Yeah, that was beautiful.
They're
What
so good.
what did that one lady say to it? It's not a poem unless you mention the moon in it. And that was like such a beautiful tribute to the moon. I bet your Luna's smiling down on you right now for that one, man. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, everybody, go ahead, unmute yourselves and give it up for Prince P.
Yeah, Prince P, we love you. That was awesome. Oh, oh, oh.
Very good.
We love your Instagram too.
All right. So coming up next, we have, for the first time, sticking around for round two, the lovely Cee Santos that randomly found us, and we're so glad that you made your way home. We've been waiting for you. We missed you. We love you. We're excited to have you here, and we want to hear what you got. So if you could bless us with some words, I would appreciate it.
Yes, I have two poems. I hope two is okay. Because leave it to me and I'll be selfish and never stop. Uh, this poem I wrote for Mother's Day. It's not what you think, so don't go ooh ah. But it's called, oh no, it's called Dear Mom. Dear Mom, I am the blood that drips from your finger as you prick yourself on a thorn. The last thought before you lay your head to sleep at night. The sweat that drips down your body from nightmares. The reason you see guilt every time you look in the mirror. See that reflection staring back at you? That's a box of the past you threw me in and shipped off. Bridges in flames, never to look back, never to walk back. Inner healing, what the fuck is that? Mom, caring, compassionate, nurturing, brilliant, radiant, strong, determined, graceful, everything you're not. Mom, a user, an abuser, fake, a liar, a thief, meek, made for the weak, no apologies. Here's to Mother's Day, a non-existent relationship, empty, broken beyond broken with no repairs. You can't love a parent who was never there. Even if the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, all I can do is make sure I never become you and repeat history.
Yo, that was dope, man. Uh, Unfortunately, I have a wonderful mom who I love. I'm the mama's boy, but
That's good.
my dad dipped out on a, and so like I could equate, similar feelings, but that was dope, man. If you got another one for us, I'd appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah.
this poem is called A Heart's Thorn. Breathe in, breathe out. Entwine your hands with mine. Dance with me under the stars to the tune in our hearts. Inhale that peace. Inhale that joy. See that twinkle? Hold on to that. Remember that moment when you felt butterflies with every single glance and stare? That warm feeling with every hug shared? A kiss. One kiss is all it takes. True love? Or is there a life lesson at stake? Shaken faith, a bun in the oven, a baby's laugh, a toddler's smile, a stage we fake to keep the dying flame alive. Breathe in, breathe out. I see the mist in your eyes. You know that blur you get before the tears fall. Lies on your lips, filth on your hands, destroying the home we built with the scent of another breath on your neck. Deceit on your body, the false charm. You think you can take advantage of time, yet it is history that weighs you down. Shackled by those before you, a prisoner to traits you have seen and learned. The cycle of pretending to change for a moment, that desperate crocodile cry not to leave a broken family. Haunted guilt, separate lives, hearing the cries of our child who thought our love would be kept alive. You speak of apologies and how love is magic, like I'm supposed to believe in all the lies. It's too late to rebuild, too much debris. I'm already lost in the fog of our dying memories. Dust and darkness surround the organ that once pumped bright and red. I can feel your hand squeezing, holding on tight as I gasp for breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's give love one more try. A sinister smile creeps on your lips. Remember, dearie, true love always comes with sacrifice. Thank you.
Thank you, Cee Santos. That was fucking epic. Welcome home. Like I said, everybody unmute yourself. Give it up for Cee Santos.
Oh, so no, we love you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for having this space so we can all share. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do this every Friday. So you're always welcome, And yeah, add everybody up, post socials, link up. Welcome to the fam. Coming up next, we've got Nemo Sum. And I assume maybe now he's gonna try to show CC up on some pianos. My wife hasn't heard you play yet. So if you could do that, brother, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, you're gonna get a treat.
Nemo. Oh, you there?
Oh my God, we're literally finding Nemo right now.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. We got this, man. Nemo, where are you, Nemo? All right. So we'll assume that Nemo will be back in a bit. You know, we should feature that guy, man. We should feature him. Yeah, he's good. We should feature. I'm just gonna assume that Nemo is in a finding state, and he will be tentative on the list, and we will go on to the next, round. Usually, round two is, a little loose, a little hang. I would consider this, a little bit of a hangout session almost. We'll do an after hours if people want to chill. But coming up next, we would have Terri. Terri Rose. Are you there, Terri? Man, first time I met Terri, it was the longest show we had. I think I stayed up till like 3 in the morning here, and I started at 5 p.m. So it was like almost like 10 hours or something. But it was me and Terri, and I am drawing a blank on his name. We featured Chanson. And yeah, we just hung out, had a good time. Nemo is still finding Nemo. No Nemo. No Terri. Terri, you there? All right, you know what? So I'm gonna read a piece. Yeah, and then we're gonna cause the next person. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. I'm gonna read a piece because I don't think some of y'all have heard this. And it's a form of a Cyclops poem, which Cece, I did. My wife came up with this new poetry style. I did a workshop on vocabulary 2 weeks ago or so, and it's called the Cyclops poem. And it's how she puts it is, uh, Cyclops only have one eye. Cyclops only likes words that have one eye. Cyclops likes poetry. You have to write a poem where every word has one eye and one eye only. It's a very interesting writing exercise, but interesting I wouldn't be able to use. I could be interested. No, maybe. So it's crazy, right? So I wrote this one. It's my second Cyclops poem, and the first one was dope too, man. And like I don't know, when you limit yourself to a word, you gotta focus. Okay, here it goes. I'm sorry, I'm a little stoned. Chilling. All right, Cyclops poem 2. I begin in sin, shift swiftly into brightness, politeness. Herein strictly weird riddles trickle in, tickle skin until I spin. Grin wildly, kindly and whim. Swim till I mildly disappeared into unsightly biomass, insect, architect, unlikely intellectual dialect, minus this priceless, timeless, lifeless mind, its witty hints, gritty city prince. Convince him I'm in. Circumvented righteousness, viruses, and alliances with science. This time lies interconnected with insurmountable lives. Survive this dive. Drive twisted, I'm high. Strive till I die. Tie disconnected, gifted, disrespected kids in wires. Griffin riders, spider coffin inspectors. Flies addicted, listed in higher choirs. Higher liars. Still drifted into brighter fires, tires spin, thin skin, pin pushing, pooling, drooling, rider in tighter damnation. Translation, salvation. Thank y'all. Thomas open my
Yeah,
eyes.
that was nice. I like that. Look, that's really unusual.
And every word in that has one eye and one eye only.
Yeah.
That exercise worked for you.
Dude, you
Yeah,
want to
that
hear the first one real quick?
yeah.
Very fun.
I'll do it. So this is the first one I wrote when she introduced me to it. And this one I read this and Magus was like, I think that's the best piece you've ever written. And when I read it, like even Ray James said it and like a few other people, like, I think that's the best piece you've ever written. And it's interesting that it's 88% words, 240 plus words, 88% unique words, like all I words. All right, here it goes. Incandescent lights shine in thy night, Pumpkin pie spice something nice, twice priced, iced and hellish, embellished life. Live it till higher mind fires climbs this hike, strike like Jedi kind, lined wind with kites. Sign this while blind. Wise girls pillow fight with the light. Their might brings beings hurling into sight, slight bit in flight, wings bright white. Write this right in fright tonight. Recite it till 30 upright, polite sprites align, refined squires, deviant minds, lift riffs, twist wrists, piss fist, mist, it's mystical. Is this fucking typical? Miracle visual, pinnacle trip, mythical, reciprocal, despicable, predictable, unequivocal? Sitting vermin shit, shift into unpredictable spit, wordsmith, bit his lip. I sip slick liquor, flicker into prime tribes, link with refined vibes. Sicker, quicker, polite with 5 knives. Mine is whiz quizzed, gifted, shifted, fitted, knitted fabrics, drastically radically tragic, spit magic, traffic passing his mentality, slip gravity, like sanity, profanity cavity, printed in this reality.
Yeah.
Something
All
about
right.
it just
Wow.
works for you. I don't know.
And
Maybe
every
it just
single word has one eye and one eye
never.
only.
I know what you're saying, but whatever it is, whatever the structure was, and whoever you are as a writer, the two are merging, and it's kind of a catalyst. Pardon the phrase. It's kind of
Right?
it's somehow focusing who you are and the way you write and the way it comes out. Maybe it's the
Yeah, well, because
exercise.
it's refining me. Yes, the exercise, right? It's like I take it as a challenge.
Yeah,
Right? Like
it
I
might.
can use only words with one eye and one eye only, and
I
it's like
think it's
240
going to
plus words
catapult you. I think it's going to take you. I think it's going to teach you something about who
words
and
and
how
how,
and why
yeah.
you write. Stay with it. There's something
Thanks,
in
man.
there for you. It might not be the end all.
Yeah, but it's a stepping stone for sure. Well, it's challenged me, and the like those two poems are fucking dope. They're one of my favorite ones I wrote, and the way like the delivery and like restraining yourself to keywords really makes you focus on the word and
You know,
how
Cozzy
to
Coz
use
said
it and
that
where.
he doesn't even know how he
Cozzy
does
kills
that.
it with the alphabet.
Yeah, but he says he
Yeah.
doesn't even know how to does it. He sort of channels it, and I think there's something about this discipline that is channeling you. But I don't like
Yeah.
the excuse of channeling. I like the it's a vehicle, but you still got to drive it. You can't just let the bike ride
Yeah,
you. You
yeah.
got to ride the bike.
Well, it's like you're in the zone, right? Like you get
Yeah,
into,
yeah.
you're feeling it,
There's
you know, it
something
just
there. I agree. I agree with the
yeah.
critique you're getting on this. I would ride that horse. Get on that horse and ride.
Right? Like that was one of my best poems, I think, dude. Like, and it's insane, dude. Like, yeah. All right, we gonna keep it going. Right? I think we just got CC now left, unless anybody else in the room. Everybody left, I think.
I'll do one more
Yeah,
song, and
pretty
that
much.
counts too.
Unless, yeah, and we're still finding Nemo. If Nemo's here, and
Yeah,
then
his skill
CP.
level is way over mine. I think him and I should. I sent him a little
Dude,
message
he
saying,
did Chopin.
"No,
Was
that
it
means he can cite
that
me.
Yeah,
He knows
it
what."
was
Yo,
really, I mean, over the top.
I got this new little ditty. Let me just kick it and bounce. You good?
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
let's do
hear it.
that, brother. Fucking
All
love you,
right.
man.
I'm
Close
working
us out, CC. Play us out, CC. Fucking love you.
All right. Mirrors watering my mind. Wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. Rain on flames that burn my trees, my branching thoughts of dreamings breeze with waves of natural calm ideas that bloom and rise through all lies real. Then fear comes pushing love away. The want of hatreds reach for prey of vengeance that leads to how pain will feel, yet there's no resolve in the predator's feed. Oh, mirrors watering my mind, wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. The time it takes to lose both hands. Graves wait for years to understand, as all moments run away from tears, while before chases after the same old fears. Love's a word that survival hates. Love lives way beyond all death can't fix. You fix nothing, not empty. No need to fear all alone. To forsake life's a gift. We waste, we all go home. Mirrors watering my mind, wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. Say goodnight, minds.
Yo, everybody
night,
give it up for
Minds.
Cece.
Good night.
And
Did you
and I
guys
just
like
want,
Dad's joke?
Yes,
yeah, we loved
Dad,
it.
you
Tell him
were
he's got to tell us one every
funny.
Friday,
Gotta
man.
go out with a
Please,
joke.
Yeah, that was great.
every
Is he gonna
Friday
tell
you're a
us another
truth
one,
now. That's what you
Oh,
gotta
there
or
was
thank
was
you,
a
do.
man
Paul?
from Nantucket,
No, I
right?
think
Oh.
he's
Hey,
not outside.
all right. I'm gonna read the good night poem then.
All right. We love you.
We know you
Thank
do.
you, beautiful soul, for sharing your heart. Thank you for being here and caring for art. Thank you for unfolding the wholeness, for being a part, for participating in our mission to spread light to the night, for your stimulating transmission and your widespread sight. Thank you for visiting. Open minds, open mic. We love y'all. Good night. We'll see you next Friday.
Love
Which next
you.
Friday is actually right
Good
the same.
night.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Messiah Payne is featuring next
Messiah
Friday. So
Bird next week. What?
Messiah Payne is gonna be doing a feature next week. So y'all be sure to be there for that. It's gonna be
Be
dope.
there.
All right. Love y'all. Have a good one.